not looking at the screen right now, so don't send me anything really important. Let me finish what I'm doing over here on this other screen, and I will be right with you. All right. Okay. Almost done. One second. How are y'all this morning? Or is it afternoon yet? I don't even know. All right. All right. I have to share the video. We're going to be talking. Hold on, sorry. We're going to be talking about emotional control. So how many of y'all need that? Sorry it took so long. Emotional control. Just like if y'all are rewatching this in the future, just fast forward to like a couple of minutes. Then we're going to start talking about it like right now. Okay. We're going to be talking about emotional control. How do y'all control them emotions? Y'all are too emotional. Like y'all are getting on people's nerves. Literally. Control those emotions. Control them. If you don't control them, that means other people control you. I'm going to repeat that. If you can't control your emotions by how you react to someone or a situation, then they control you. This is why so many women keep asking me, what do you do with a narcissist? What do you do with a narcissist? Ma'am, you just don't know how to control your emotions, and you don't know how to stay unbothered. That's why you're always affected by narcissists. That's why you're always affected by everything everyone else does, because they control you, because you don't control you. Thank you, Blue Wolf Cast, Sparkle. Hello. How are you? All right. So once you start to learn how to control yourself and your emotions and your thinking, no one can bother you. Y'all need to understand this. Reaction is not an emotion. Reaction is just a lack of thought before you react. Now, if you think about what you do before you react, then you can better control how you feel in the moment that you react, which is therefore controlling your emotions. Okay? So if you're angry, and whatever your reaction is going to be through anger, if it's not going to get you any money, then pause, don't react. Think about how you can get money and what reaction is going to create you getting money or benefit or whatever you want, and then have that reaction. That's a calculated, well thought out, emotionally balanced reaction, because you sat there, you thought about what's going to be beneficial to you, and then you do what you got to do. You don't automatically just react to what's happening around you unless it's fight or flight. That means unless you're fighting for your life and it's a survival thing, you got plenty of time and options to stop and think and figure out what you want to do. You don't automatically have to respond or have a reaction to anything that's not life-threatening. And I think once we learn this, we can control those emotions much better. And if you practice this at least a couple times, it gets easier each and every time. So if you're having a discussion or a disagreement or something is happening to you, you're literally thinking while it's still happening. You're not having to say, okay, get control of yourself. You're literally thinking as it's happening, because you're so used to doing this now. You're so used to saying, okay, let's see what they're going to do. Let's see let's see how I can benefit from this. It's called, being very observant and using what's in your best interest and controlling your emotions so that you're able to benefit from any situation that is presented. Okay? When you're presented with any situation, if you're in control of your emotions, you are able to benefit from any situation. Think about it like that. You're going to be more successful in life if you are in control of your emotions, because that means no one is in control of you. By allowing people to control you through your emotions is a form of submission. I'm going to repeat that. By allowing others to control you through your emotions and how they predict you're going to react is your submission to them. You don't control yourself. They control you. This is why, like I said in the beginning of this video, so many women come in here asking about narcissists. Ma'am, you just can't control your emotions. It's literally it. You're not being unbothered. You care too much about what other people think. You can't control your emotions, and that's why you have problems. You say hello from the other side of the pond. Thank you, Diana. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did I say it right? Sprinkle, sprinkle, Diana. My messed up British accent. All right. You don't sound posh in England. Oh, we don't sound posh in England. Okay. Oh, well. So controlling your emotions is going to help you with everything in life, not just in relationships, but in business and everything. Now, I don't like to judge people, but I'm an observant person, and I don't know what people are going through, so I'm not going to judge people. But even while raising children, women should very much have control of their emotions, and they need to figure out where to channel certain emotions to, because I see a lot of people taking out their anger or emotions on kids, teenagers, other family members, when it should be channeled to the actual person that's making them upset, or it should be dealt with in a way that is more positive. So I don't like it. It hurts me when I see certain people taking their anger out on like kids or whatever. So learn to control yourself with everybody. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the problem is the child is the one stressing you out. I think I don't know how people raise their kids, but in my opinion, people stress you out based on what they know, based on what they're taught, based on who they hang around. So I feel like, what's a priority in those children's lives? It should be understood, and maybe it needs to be changed. So because when something is a priority to someone, their life usually revolves around it. So you need to find out what their priority is. And if it's not anything positive or good, you need to change it. Okay. Unknown user says, how do you make him regret losing you after he broke with me? And how do I stop being a pick-me? Unknown user, you have to move on and stop caring because he already has. Okay. The reason why you don't want to be a pick-me is because you don't think you can do any better when the possibilities are endless and you can do better. You don't think you can do better, but if you go out and do better, you're not going to have to wonder if you can do better because you're going to be doing better. So take it as a personal challenge upon yourself and go do better. Okay. It's just like a job. When you lose a job, do you sit there and be sad because you don't think you're going to find a better job, or do you go find a higher paying job or a higher paying income, or do you level up in your career? What do you do when you lose a job, ma'am? You go get a better one. As a challenge to yourself, that's what you go do, right? So go do that with a man. Thank you, Knives. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And men don't regret leaving their women until it's too late, until they can't find anyone better. But if you're not who they want and they've already found someone better, how can they regret losing you? That's why you need to get up and go become better and find somebody better than him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all stop going backwards in life, y'all could get somewhere. Yes, we don't go backwards. We don't beg people to come back. We don't make them regret leaving if they left because they didn't want to be there no more. Move on. Stop taking everything personally and take it as a way to improve yourself and benefit. That's it. Okay. When do men regret losing the one? When the one don't want them no more because they leveled up past them and got somebody better. That's when they regret it. So if you want your man to regret losing you, level up and go get someone way better than him to where you don't even want him no more. All right? The answer is obvious. Okay. What are you doing when someone disrespects you? Laugh. It's going to catch them off guard. Like, I'm not even joking. If someone is disrespecting you in public at your job, you say, start laughing at them. They're going to get scared. They'll be like, why is she laughing? I just like disrespected her. Why is she laughing at me? She's crazy. Start laughing at them. Like, that is hilarious how you're trying to disrespect me. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Your mom must not taught you no manners because that was very disrespectful. So I guess I'm gonna have to teach you some manners. Don't address me in that form or fashion anymore. Don't address me in that fashion anymore. Okay. Thank you. Nice, nasty. You can roll your eyes at them, laugh at them, call out their mama for not teaching them no manners, and keep it moving. Oh my gosh, you're trying to disrespect me. Your mom must have not taught you any manners. Please don't address me that way again. Thank you. Anyway, just like that, man. Okay. And it's more embarrassing to them if you pause, laugh, gather everyone's attention, insult, tell them off, and then go back to right what you were doing. That is lethal. Okay? Laugh, pause, tell them about their bad upbringing, tell them what they ain't gonna do no more, and then get back to business. That's how you do it. Mm-hmm. How do you approach the guy you like? Okay, Bert, are you a man? Yes. If you're a man and you're going for another man, how do you approach them? Ask them a question. Men love to teach and explain things and sound smart and needed. So you make them feel needed, intelligent, and smart. So ask them a question. Excuse me, you look like you know how to work this gym machine. Excuse me, you look like you know a little bit about this, this, and that. Could you please tell me this, this, and that if you don't mind? You know, ask men things and allow them the opportunity to teach you. It doesn't even matter if you're a man or a woman. They love the opportunity to teach because it makes them feel important, smart, it boosts their ego, and, you know, they're going to, like, you know, start checking you out because you chose them out of everybody else walking around. All right. That was a man asking about another man, I think. She's a girl? Okay. Then don't do it, ma'am. You can bump into them, drop something, let them pick it up. And then if they start talking to you, great. If not, let them be. Usually men approach the type of women they actually like and want. So we don't go chasing. I thought you were a gay man based on your name. But, you know, for all the gay men out there listening, that was the advice, you know. Ask them a question. If you're a woman, the only way that is going to work is if you're in an environment where, things are to be questioned. So, for example, if you're trying to work something that you don't understand, like a gym machine, and that's one way. But after that, if they show you how to work it and then leave you alone, that has to be it. You can't chase. That's very masculine. Okay, Diana, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You want to be the Melania of the UK. Well, girl, you better find you a man with some money, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. Do I recommend therapy? If you like therapists, I always recommend what's best for you. I don't want to take away the therapist's bag. Therapists need to get their money too. So if you feel like paying a therapist, if your insurance covered, ma'am, go see a bunch of therapists. You know what I'm saying? But because a lot of them claim to listen to me and then tell y'all what I'm telling y'all if they're not a Pygmeisha therapist. So if you need to hear from somebody else, go hear from somebody else. Get them paid too. Thank you, Angie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can you use a family man to buy how can you use a family man with busy schedule to your benefit? By asking him to send you money through Cash App, Zelle, or pay for a cart that you're going to email to him or text to him. So he can do everything online now. Technology. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've never been to a therapist, so I can't tell you, but I have been to a psychiatrist, and they made me take all these tests, and they said nothing is wrong with you. Why are you here? So I don't have to go into work. This is when I used to work at the funeral home. So I don't have to go into work on time. I could just say I'm at my doctor's. So like, yeah, you're like, nothing is wrong with you. I'm like, you know what? They said you're just a little bit, just like everybody else, concerned about your future, because this is when I was young. Well, why are you here? Because they said if I'm going to be late again, that I'm going to be fired. And so then they asked me what was wrong. And I told them that, I was having some issues. And so they told me to go see someone about it. And I could come into work late on these days out of a week. And so I don't want to go in early. So I'm here. It was always to escape going to work. And so after a while, I stopped going and just start going to brunch and breakfast until I was still going. You said this month marks a year since finding you. Words are sufficient. Thank you. Cointy, sprinkle, sprinkle. But let me tell y'all something. While I was there, I was studying the psychiatrist. And I studied them to see what they do, what they say, why they come to the conclusions that they come to. And what I learned in my fake attempts to avoid work was they don't really care. That's number one. Number two, they're going to get paid regardless. If Number three, they ask you what you want to do or what you think you should be doing. And then they suggest something. So the pattern is you're literally answering your own questions. They're just going to suggest something every now and then. They really don't care as long as you got their money. Okay. So I was literally studying the psychologist and learning from them. And I was like, okay, interesting. Get money, sir. Get your bag. He said, as long as that insurance don't file. Exactly. So I learned that everyone's career is their bag. Everyone's career is their money. And most people don't realize that. You're just a number in a bag to them. Understand that from the jump. when you talk to someone that actually invests in your well-being or that cares about your outcome of whatever situation, or that's actually, you know, trying to help you because they've experienced the same exact thing or have, you know, information that can actually help you, those are the people that are going to be the most helpful versus someone that went to school and that's their career and you're a number and they're just trying to get the bag. They don't really, it doesn't matter if you progress or not to them. But like for someone like me, it matters to me because you follow me, you represent me because you watch my videos, you know, you maybe share my stuff on TikTok or YouTube, you claim you buy my books, you support me. And so I want to definitely help people live a better life and do what's best for them, even if it's not morally correct on how you're doing it. Are you happy with the results? Okay. I don't have the same, I didn't take that class, okay, that they took about morals and ethics. I'm just saying, you know, get to the bag, ma'am, do what you got to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, you know, I'm not a trained professional. I skipped that part. I just, you know, let's get to this bag and let's do what's best for us. Let's control our emotions so we can get to the bag. I'm not dissing, you know, people in the field of psychology or therapy. Get y'all's bag too. But remember, people got to do what's best for them as well. So let me read some of these. Your psychiatrist told you to change your diet. I didn't like him. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, psychiatrists are people too, and they have their own opinions too. Y'all also forget that. whatever they're on, whatever their new kick is, if they just became, you know, gluten free, they're gonna tell you to become gluten free because that's the kick they're on. If they think, you know, they just read a study on changing a diet will help people, that's what they're gonna recommend. So, you know, it's called theory. Exactly. Why pay fair in an unfair world? Yeah, why play fair in an unfair world? Okay. Sure. How do you stop attracting dusties? By leveling up so where they don't approach you. Okay. You got to look like they can't afford you ever. You got to look stuck up a little bit. Okay. You got to look better than them, stuck up, and you can't be in places where they frequent. That means you got to get out of the dusty areas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because what do you expect if you're walking around dusty areas and dusty people all day and you look good? What do you expect them to do? You got to get out of the environment. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then you need to focus on yourself and leveling up to get out of that environment, or finding you a sugar daddy or something, ma'am. Because if you're broke, you're unemployed, and all you hanging around is dusties, and you look decent, they're going to be attracted to you. So your focus needs to be level up, get up out of here, and get away from dust. That needs to be your main priority at this moment. Not how to not attract dust in a dusty area. That's just silly. Figure out how to level up and go get a sugar daddy or a job or whatever you need to get out of the dusty areas, or both. Shoot. You got to figure out the first step before you get to the next step. Get you a man, get you a sugar daddy, girl, go older. They help you get out of there. Okay? Girl, get you a sugar daddy and get up out of there. Shoot, that's that easy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wellness beauty. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're of legal age, get you a sugar daddy. Okay. Take the shortcut. It's faster. And you don't have to struggle. There you go. Honestly, Do I believe in what theory? Hair theory. When you were blonde, you attracted more men, but those men were low quality. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think it also depends on outfits too. Like, I don't know how you dress, but like, if you're gonna do an experiment, change everything and see what happens. Like, change how you dress, change your hair color. Maybe it was the length, the cut. You never know. So that's why I like wigs, because you could change the length, the cut, the color, and everything. You could do lots of experiments with wigs, because it could just be the cut. It could be the how your face looks in the wig. It could be the tone of the wig, the tone of the color. It could be the outfit you're wearing with it. So I say experiment with wigs and see what you come up with. How to know if a man dates other women? Most of them do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you met them online, they most likely do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you met that man online, he's most likely dating other women. Okay. So my gosh. Okay, so we're supposed to be talking about emotional control. All right, let's flip the script now. Y'all ready to flip that script? All right, here we go. Emotional control, the other way. How to control someone emotionally. Y'all want that? Are y'all able to control your own emotions? Because you got to master that first before you can control someone else's emotion. So after you've mastered your own emotions and control of your emotions, you could now control other people by triggering them. All right. If you've ever been with someone that made you super emotional, you should study them. Okay. While you're in any situation, you should also be studying it. That way you know how to do the same thing back to someone else or that person. So they're triggering you to learn their triggers or learn triggers. They know what makes you upset. They know what makes you happy. So study, learn, take notes, darling. So when you want something, you know what to do. Right? So get your notebook, write down their triggers, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what makes them change their mind. So you need to study the person. What makes them do this? What makes them do that? Whenever you need something or you want something, you know how to execute it properly emotionally. All right. So for example, if you know that your man likes animals, then how do you appeal to them? Something about animals. Okay. You know, they're triggered by this, or that. So you may mention it, or you may say that it happened to you so that they're overly concerned for you. You know, you just study them and put together a way to get what you want out of them through their triggers, their, you know, their concerns and all these things. And that's how you emotionally control someone. Okay. Because that's what a lot of men do with women. They know, okay, well, I got to get out of the house tonight and go out with my friends and try to meet some new women. So I got to make my girlfriend or mad so that she could get mad and I could just storm out and leave. But how do I get her angry and upset enough to not care if I storm out and leave? What's her triggers? Let me see. She doesn't like when I leave dirty clothes around on the floor, so I'm going to do that. She doesn't like when I leave the toilet seat up. She don't like when I don't text her back. She don't like when, let's see what else she don't like. When I look at other women. She doesn't like when I forget stuff that's important. So I'm going to forget stuff that she asked me to do today specifically. So that when she gets home, she's going to get mad, cuss me out. I'm going to get mad, leave my house, and I'm going to go out with my friends without her begging me and saying, oh, where are you going? And we could just be mad at each other until I get back. Then I know how to make her forgive me real quick. She likes this type of food, this type of candy. I'll just cry and tell her I'm sorry and that I went to my mama's house. All right. Bit. So if you can be emotionally controlled by that dusty dude or that guy that's trying to get out of the house by learning how your triggers, then why can't you do the same in return? So there are some women that are on to these things, and they're like, okay, you're not gonna make me mad today because I know what day it is. You want to go hang out with your friends. It ain't gonna happen. I forgive you 20 times, whatever. I don't care if you don't pick up your clothes. I don't care if you don't text me back. I don't care if any of that. Okay, get over there and get in that chair and get comfortable because you ain't going nowhere. That's what a lot of women will actually do because they know when their man is trying to get out of the house because it's too obvious these days. But the man can't control the women anymore emotionally because the woman is onto the game now. So whenever they start acting up, the woman just like, where are you trying to go tonight? Because they know. It's like they're no longer bothered or emotionally triggered anymore by whatever the man is trying to pull. Because if you're smart, you understand. You're like, okay, where are you trying to go tonight? Okay. Like, really? So you doing all the things to make me mad? Where are you trying to go? Take the fun out of it. Okay. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. How to deal with jealous women. Women are so mean and other women are everything sparks jealousy in them. Stop hanging around them. Start hanging out by yourself if you have that problem until you meet women who aren't jealous of you. You know what I mean? If you're constantly around women who are jealous of you, that means you're in the wrong crowd and you have outgrown them. So move along. All right. If you're the only one that they're jealous of, you don't belong there anymore. You've moved on. You've moved up. You've leveled up. Get up out of there. Go somewhere where you're learning from other women and improving yourself based on who you're hanging around. Okay. If everyone around you is jealous, you've leveled up out of their circle. So level on up and get up out of there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Because a lot of women don't understand that. They keep trying to fit in where they no longer fit in. Which is dumb. Okay. It's dumb if you keep trying to fit in where you no longer fit in, where you rose up out of. No one's going to care. Like people are saying, oh, you're not relatable anymore. You're not relatable anymore. Not to me, but a lot of celebrities, when they level up to a certain point, they're like, you're not relatable anymore. Okay, well, you can't relate to the struggle no more. Okay, well, bye. I'm going to go where people aren't struggling. Okay. How to have emotional control with family and friends. The same way, ma'am. Stay unbothered. Think about what's beneficial to you and don't react. Laugh. Say, okay, I see what you're trying to do, but I'm not really bothered by that. So whatever. The more you stay unbothered about things, the more you pause and think about things and how they can benefit you, the more in control you are. It doesn't matter who it is. So it doesn't matter. If one of your family members is telling you things, just laugh or say, you know what, I don't agree with that, but thanks for sharing. Take the higher road. So, oh, well, I don't agree with that, but thanks for sharing. Oh, well, I usually get mad about something like that, but I can see you're going through something right now. So I'm not going to react. Sometimes playing nice, nasty and using reverse psychology also works to help you control your emotions if you're understanding what's happening. So if you know that person is having a bad day and they come and they take it out on you, they're having a bad day. So just address it. It's like, I can tell you're having a bad day and you're just taking it out on me. So I'm going to let it slide. I'm not taking it personally, but you need to figure out what you're going to do to make yourself feel good in that situation. You need to figure out how to, express your anger a little bit differently. Sometimes you got to become the teacher, especially if it's a family member that's older than you. Sometimes you got to correct them. Okay. So taking emotional control also makes you more wise and mature. And it has nothing to do with age, because I become emotional sometimes in certain areas, and it may take another person who's smart enough to understand why I feel that way to calmly address the issue and let me understand, okay, well, I know why you're acting this way. So what needs to happen? You know, a lot of people have that voice of reason, and you can also be a voice of reason to help other people control their emotions around you. So it's all like a sharing thing, like where you're weak, another person is strong. Okay. Your husband paid the mortgage and now the house is paid off and now he wants me to pay the taxes for the house yearly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I hope you laughed in his face. Thank you, Big B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you pay bills, car, and nails, am I still dusty? If you're a man, how old are you? You in your 20s? If you in your 40s, yes. If you in your 20s, you doing good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you in the 40s, you need to be paying other bills on top of that. All right. Then if you in your 20s, you're doing good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Big B. Okay. You said you want to see me upset once? If I'm acting crazy, it's to get something, ma'am. You ever see me going off? It's to get exactly what I want. You know how people know how to throw tantrums to get what they want? It's very calculated. If you ever see me going off like that, it's very calculated. Because I don't care enough to go off that way. Unless, lives are in danger. You might even see me smiling throughout the process because it's calculated. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to look right, okay? It's going to look like, why is she smiling like that? Why is she grinning? You're going to be like, she possessed? No, I'm calculating. Shira, how long should you date before you marry? Okay, you're a man? If you're a man and you're only 24, you should wait until you're at the age where you could pay your bills and all of her bills and for some kids. Okay? So, if you can pay your bills, her bills, and then add some kids to it, that's a lot of money. Making you need to be making mid six figures or some type of six figures to have some type of family and not being able to struggle, and not low six figures either. If you want to live comfortably, you want your wife to be happy, you want your kids to be happy, you need to be making more money. So whatever age you get to that mid six figures, you good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So work hard now. Be one of those people that put their all into making money. And then whenever you're ready to marry, you'll have it all. Mm-hmm. How to get him to move with you without pressure and emotions. If you don't want to, ma'am, don't make him. You never want to force a man to do anything, believe me. If you forcing a man, he don't want to be there. And how do you feel about yourself knowing that you had to force somebody? You go, if they don't follow, they don't want you. Tell them what you're going to do. And if they want to come, they're going to be like, oh, I'm coming too. You ain't getting rid of me that easy. Where are we going? Okay? We don't force men to do anything over here. That's very Pygmisha. Very Barbara the Builder and very Pygmisha. Like, a man's supposed to be like following behind us, remember? They chase. Mm-hmm. Kamali Jordan, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She says, how do you make a man pay bills not just other than you ask. You ask them. You bring your bills with you. You set them on the table. You say, I need some help. Let's say I brought you a present, and then let them unwrap it and then let it be a bill. Then laugh. I mean, that's how I be doing crazy stuff. I don't care. Like, guess what? I brought you a present. They're like, what is it? It's a bill. Then you smile innocently. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of it. Okay, you gotta be. You can't be like. Don't take life so seriously. Have fun with everything. Have fun with everything, and people react to you a lot different based on how you make them feel, based on how you trigger their emotions. Emotions aren't good or bad; they're both. So if you make them laugh and make them feel happy at the audacity of giving them a gift that's actually a bill for them to pay, they may find it intriguing and funny, and they may like that weird, strange sense of humor that you have, and the risk that you just took of losing them. And they may say, this is a real one. Go ahead and pay that. You can't be afraid to lose. Now you can be scared, you can be nervous, but you can't be afraid to lose. You don't have to give all your information. You don't have to be blindly trusting. You can ask questions, but you can't be afraid to lose all the time. If you walk around afraid to lose all the time and holding your tongue and not asking for things and not telling people what you want, you're already losing. You're losing exactly what you could be having. Okay? You are already losing because closed mouths don't get fed. Okay? You said, how do you control your emotions so that you don't react? You think before you react. You pause. It's like you press pause. If your life is not being threatened, you can press the pause button on how you're going to react to something. So let's say he doesn't call you, and you're one of those type of people, if they don't get a text or a call, you go crazy in the text. Don't be that crazy person. Just think about the future. If you send 100 texts, think about how crazy you're going to look. So think about the future outcome of your action. That's number one. If it's not beneficial to you, don't do it. Then think about the future of a beneficial reaction and see yourself getting what you want. So therefore, if he doesn't call or text you, and instead of sending 1,000 crazy messages, send one message. I hope you're having the greatest day because I am. Miss you. Send that instead. So whatever he's doing, now he knows you're having a good time, you miss him, and whatever he's doing, you probably up to no good just as well, or you don't really care, or you're not the jealous type, or you have a life and you got other options. That's what you're telling him in one text. And when he gets back to you, he's going to be like, oh, I missed you too. How was your day? What are you doing? Oh, I was just window shopping at this really nice store. And I tried on this and I tried on that. And they said, oh, it looks so good on you. You should get it. And I said, well, I said, I might come back and get it. Do you want to go to the mall today? See? So instead of you inquiring about why this fool has not called you all day, because you could be asking that question, instead, now y'all going to the mall to buy you something that you want. Because instead of sitting there and, saying no to you, he's going to be relieved that you're not one of them crazy chicks that send 10,000 messages asking where you been, why you don't answer your phone, who you with, he's avoided all that. So he thinks you're, oh, this is a good woman. She's not crazy like the rest of them. And she didn't blow up my phone, and she looked like she might have been having a good time too, and she found something else to do, and she's not all up in my business. So let me go and let me take her shopping. And then when you start investing in a woman, like when a man starts investing financially into a woman, they become more attached to her. Okay? Because they're spending money. So stop acting like fools and crazy chicks and start acting like you ain't new to the game. Where are you at? I'm like, girl, you look stupid and desperate. Stop doing that mess. Nobody cares. If nobody told y'all, I'm going to tell y'all. Nobody cares. People going to do what they want. How you react is how you going to benefit. So be smart. If you're one of those people that have to have attention, girl, go get another one at the same time. Find something else to do. Found out the man you was dating was married with a baby at what? So you into things. How do I get him to just leave me alone? He's very emotional. Ask him for some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If that man is married and just had a child, tell him you want some money. Say, if you can pay my rent for 3 months, I might forgive you. If you can pay my car note off, I might forgive you. Girl, get some money out of it, okay? He obviously don't want to be where he at. He probably was forced into that situation. I'm not saying he's right or he's wrong, because the man is breaking vows. But if he's willing to do something for you, he's going to do it for another woman if it ain't going to be for you. If you end things with him, all he going to do is be out in the bar the next day looking for the next chick. So just get some money. All right? He going to be out there tomorrow talking to somebody else if you don't tell him what you want. So you might as well get it. I'm not even joking. Someone says, get the bag. Girl, make your Christmas list out, ma'am. Okay. Get your Christmas list together. Make it real good. You can be getting the most. Like y'all are too invested in the emotions, and y'all ain't worried about this bag. Okay. Mm-hmm. The cardboard cutout. Yes, you can get your cardboard cutout. Allpersonalizations.com. It's linked in the description bar. And my coupon code to save. They're not that expensive. Like a lot people think they're expensive. I looked at their prices. They're cheap. They're not cheap, but they're inexpensive. Like literally, you can get one. Anybody can afford one. A full size or like a tabletop or whatever. Your new man bought you a new car a couple of days ago. Crazy how a man I've never had to cook and clean for treats you better than a dusty I was with. Yes, Shanae. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, girl. Congratulations. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Miss Yuki says, if he falls for my manipulation tricks and falls for my fake message, pretending to be another girl. Did you meet him online, ma'am? He's a man. He's going to be falling for everything. So what you got to do is figure out how to get paid from it, ma'am. If you're not getting paid from manipulation, then what's the point? If you're not getting something out of it that you really want, what is the point of putting in all that effort of manipulation if you're not going to get anything out of it? Just to see? You already know what he's going to do. He's a man. Get your money. Find a way to get money out of it. Make a new Cash App. Tell him to send you some Cash App, girl. What? You should be able to get it easier since you know him. You know everything about him. You can be psychic, be like, I feel like we're connected. I feel like, you can use what you know to get what you need, ma'am. You getting paid? We'll get paid. I can tell you're a man that likes such and such. Which I can tell, you could tell him your favorite singer, and then his favorite singer. Y'all can be like super in sync, and he could just start to think you're the one, and he can start paying you, man. You know more. You can get your money. Girl. I just feel so connected with you. It's like you know me. Girl, get your money. Stop playing games. Stop playing emotional games to get money, because they're not caring. I promise you. Thank you, Tasha. She sent me some cash app. Yes. Let me see what she sent. What she said, because I gotta switch. Thank you, girl. We're emotional control, ladies. Stop overreacting and get paid. Okay, what do you do if you got the ring? Do you set the date? Yes, you set the date. You the woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So ask him when he gonna be free. Tell your job, if he has a job, tell your job that you need to take off this date, these dates. Go ahead and tell him now, because I've already sent out invitations. Lie. It's like I've already sent out save the dates. I mean, once they ask you, it's literally up to you to plan it. Okay? The wedding is the woman's thing. He just got to pay for it, or whoever paying for it. You don't wait for no man to set no date. You just, he asked you to marry him. The answer is yes. He didn't say when, did he? Did he say when? Then you could literally marry him the same week. You can literally set the date for whenever you want, because he didn't say when. He just said, will you marry me? Will you be my wife? Sure. Let's get it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Who is this? Is this another cash app? Thank you, Tasha. She sent me another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Is marriage worth it? It depends on what you're gaining from it, ma'am. Okay, let me ask y'all a question, because y'all keep asking me about marriage. Is it worth it? Because a lot of women who aren't married, who watch my channel and see how married men are after other women, and they're saying, is a marriage even worth it? The same way you're going to deal with your emotions is the same way you're going to view marriage. Okay, is it beneficial to you? Is it going to give you the lifestyle that you want? If you're more invested emotionally in something, is it going to be emotionally rewarding to you? And remember, emotions are temporary. So just remember this. People aren't always going to feel the same. People grow and people change. But usually finances, financial intelligence, and how someone earns and their career usually stays the same or increases. So you gotta think before you react. Anything can be worked on emotionally. You can fake it. You can trigger them into acting how you can control them emotionally. All those tactics come into play. They can finally give in and give you what you want. All those things can be manipulated and changed within any relationship. But it's harder to do with someone's financial mindset. So make sure the money is right. You can get everything else together later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Right? Sure, your boyfriend is unavailable these days and is always busy. I'm super emotionally invested in him still anyway to get him back. Yes, get another one. Get another one, date someone else, get a friend, get a hobby. If he's all you think about, then he's controlling you emotionally, and he's bored with that because you're predictable now. You're too easy. There's no challenge there. You want him to chase you? Do something different. Do something else. Avert your attention back to yourself or to someone else or to something else. Okay? Because he doesn't need to chase you no more. All right. Roster time. Yes, keynotes. It's roster time for real. Ma'am, get you a roster. Get you a couple of them. In your opinion, what are grounds for divorcing your husband? Well, if he's not doing what you need him to do, then why even be there? That depends on you personally. You know, what is he not doing that you need him to continue doing that he ain't doing? If he ain't doing it no more, then he don't need to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. I mean, the same thing. You ain't doing what you got to do, then you ain't. Same reason people fire people every day. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, goodbye. This is why I tell y'all, make sure that the money is right, the finances are right first and foremost. Everything else you can work on it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Not a literal interview either. Y'all are so silly. How do you make sure the finances are right? If he can provide you with the lifestyle that you actually want at right there, right then and there. If he's able to give you what you want without struggle and is financially intelligent enough to maintain, keep it, and grow it. Okay. You created what? JT says, okay, JT, are you a man or a woman? Okay, anyway, JT said they cheated on their fiance because he cheated on her. I'm assuming you're a girl. Like 10 times while dating. Okay. He went through your phone and saw, what should I do? Girl, that's not your husband, that's your fiance, and he already cheated on you, so it doesn't matter. Just tell him, you know what? I still got some more to catch up with you. Just say, you know what? I still have a few more so I can catch up with your number. Say that. See what he do. Well, you know what? I still got a few more to go before I catch up with your number. So I think we're good. Act unbothered, ma'am. Do you know that how you react to someone finding things is how they're going to react to you? So I'm going to give y'all a little hint and a clue. If you don't overreact when they find something, they're going to react less than they would. So you got to stay unbothered. So you're like, oh, we found it, huh? Well, it's still not as much, I still haven't caught up to how many times you cheated, but, I didn't think I had to because, we were engaged. But anyway, if you act unbothered at it, don't care, it's not going to trigger them to get upset. As upset. They're going to get mad, but they're not going to get as mad as they would if you overreact. Like, oh my God, what are you doing looking in my phone? You're not supposed to see that. Well, you did this and you did that. If you stay calm and unbothered, what they going to do? What they going to do? So what took you so long to find it exactly, Asha? Like, well, I guess you found it, but I still haven't gotten as many times as, you have. So I guess it's better that you found it now. That way I don't have to catch up with you. Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way before the marriage. Anyway, so what do you want to have for dinner today? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be unbothered, ma'am. Well, who was he? Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm hungry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, well, he can't get mad if he already done it times 10. Who cares? Be unbothered, ma'am, and be unbothered. If he wants to break things off, just say, fine, you know. Then he's going to be like, okay, she's going to call the other one if I break it off with her. She's going to be married by next month if I don't, you know. Then they start to worry when it's too easy, you know. Thank you, Miss Yuki. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you act unbothered when he talks about other women? Yes, ma'am. You should act unbothered all the time because who cares? If you are highly confident within yourself, if you know you're all that, you can go get another one and a better one. Him talking about other women around you should never even faze you, because in your mind, think about this. If you are attractive, if you are smart, if you can replace him and get better, in your mind, every day that you leave your house, potentials are out there and you literally approaching you, and you can literally just replace him. So why would you be bothered? Why would you be bothered when it's so easy for you to replace him with better? That's the mindset you got to have. Like, I'm not bothered because I can get better at any given time. Stay unbothered, man. Because how you react is how they will treat you and how they will continue to react to you. So if you act unbothered and it doesn't bother you and it doesn't put you in your place and it doesn't make you think that he's the prize, he's going to stop doing it because it doesn't bother you. You're literally unfazed. So now he has to find another way because it doesn't bother you. Men can tell when talking about other women bother you, and that's what they do to keep you on your toes. It won't bother me. I can go out and get 2 or 3 of you at the same time. Thank you, Big B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Place to meet women for marriage. Women that usually want to get married, they're going to be probably weddings. Funerals and weddings is where you're going to find women who are trying to hurry up and get married because they're seeing other people get married, they're a bridesmaid, or they're attending a wedding. Usually young people's weddings and funerals. If you're looking for an old woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, if your boyfriend upset that you enrolled at the gym, even threatened me saying he'll do whatever he wants, but we hardly communicate, what should I do? Tell him you're going to church instead. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, you're right. I don't need the gym. Let me go to church instead. Then go to the gym. Ma'am, lie. Tell him what you need to hear and go do what you want. Like, we're not arguing about this. Keep getting your money. Hopefully he's giving you some money. Keep getting your money. Lie. Tell him where you're going and then go where you want to go. Okay. Oh, Big B, you don't have a strong social circle. Okay, well, anybody can go to funerals, ma'am, sir. Go hang out in the cemetery, ma'am, sir. You're a guy, right? Go hang out at churches. Go to church. Go to a church and find a singles group. All them women want to get married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to a church and go find singles Bible study. Go find singles church group. All them women trying to get married. All of them. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're literally in a group for you to choose from. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. They're making it that easy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, girl. She sent me a cash app. Please advise my Patreon DM. Okay. I'll check it after. I'll check it today sometime. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Okay, said I missed the super chat. Hold on. Oh, I've missed a couple of them. Hold on. You 39 met him 2 years ago, said he wanted committed, had BBBBB 3 months, just confessed he won't threesome with me. Reason he hasn't proposed, he's 100% provider. Okay. First of all, 2 years ago, He ain't committed. He wants some BBBB. I don't even know what that is. Wants a girl, where's your other one? Where's your 100 and 200% provider? Where's the other one? Where's the 150% provider? Like, where's the other provider? If you can only just get one, that's why you in your situation, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're supposed to have a couple. And when that one wants you to do something you don't want to do, you can easily say, no, thanks. I don't need your commitment because I'm not committed because I got 2 more. All right. Thank you, Big B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have. Okay, I already read that one. He's 26. Oh, you're 26. He's 51. He has a PhD. Okay. In electrical engineering. You met him. Computer science. Okay. You met him 8 years ago, but cut it short. And now you ready. Great so far. Huh? You met him 8 years ago. Ma'am, how old are you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's still like you and he's chasing you, you got a chance. If he ain't chasing you, you know, you can put some thirst traps out there online. And if he contacts you, great. But don't chase him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. You get headaches and nausea when you don't react. That's because you don't know how to control. If you don't, you gotta focus that energy somewhere else that's beneficial. Like, go take a bubble bath. Go do your hair. Go pluck your eyebrows. Go get your nails done while you're thinking. Okay? Put that into self-care. Then you won't react because you're doing something. You're glowing up. You're leveling up. So when you do figure out what you're going to do about what you got to do something about, you're going to be looking good at the same time. All right? So refocus that energy somewhere else. If you're the type of person that has to react, it's because you want to react. And you can't think of any other way to put that energy to benefit you. You're self-destructive. And that needs to change. If you need to be self-caring. So if you're a self-destructive type of person, reverse it and put self-care when you don't know how to react and you start getting headaches and nauseated. Girl, go put on a mask. Go put on some lotion. Go do your hair. You know what I'm saying? Go exfoliate. Okay, you're doing something about it by glowing up. If you have to get a reaction out of another person, if you want to let them know how you feel and how angry you are, silence is the best thing. Okay? Because they don't know what you're thinking, what you're planning, who else you talking to, what you're getting ready to go do. Silence is better than blah, 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 blah. Okay? Okay, Big B, you say you overweight. Is that a problem? As long as you got money, I don't think women care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how fast should you get married after you meet somebody? If you're not rich, you need to wait till you get rich. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be trying to rush into marriage broke. Because they're going to be trying to rush out. All right. Girl, go exfoliate, go pluck, go shave, go take a bubble bath, throw you a bath bomb in there, light a candle, drink a sip of wine, you know, get that body scrub going. And when you come out, you're going to be glowing. All right. You don't need to react. You need to react to yourself and glow up and do better. Stay silent. Usually people change their mind when they don't see your reaction. They'll start going in another direction. Okay. Y'all want one of these? Y'all can get one made of yourselves or whoever. Link is in the description bar with my coupon code. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Chloe says he's being intentionally planning dates. He's being intentional planning dates. So far, it's third date this week. He got off work to pick me up to take me out and bring flowers. Well, that's nice, Chloe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How did you get to know Napoleon Hill? Long ago, Big B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Big B, long ago. I've been reading forever. I read that book like years and years ago. And it worked. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Read that book back in the old days. Oh, Soledad, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Okay, the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and grow rich. That's what I'm teaching right now. Control them emotions, baby. Think and benefit. Save, stack, and grow your money. Find a solution instead of making a bigger problem. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. You said you can't meet him because of work, and he asked what he can do so that I have more leisure time. Quitting is scary. Well, don't quit right away. Take some time off or some fake time off and tell him that you're not working anymore. And see if he's really going to give you some money. Tell him you need 6 months of savings before you could quit your job. So if I had 6 months of savings to cover all my bills, I could literally quit today. That way, he's going to give you a big stack of money in your savings account so you can have more time. Because why would you put all your trust in him? You don't know if he's just, stringing you along. So get your money. He said he likes to chase. Will ignoring him make him want me more? You already slept together, but he wants more. I hurt his ego, but we talked last night. Okay. Exotic angel. Yeah, make him chase, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're too easy, nobody wants it. Like, if you're too easy, there's no chase. If they know you like them more, there's no chase. If they know you need them more, there's no chase. You're not a challenge, so become a challenge. Let them chase, man. Thank you, A, for being a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stay unbothered, ma'am. Let me tell y'all something. The most sought after women they look good, they're unbothered, they look like they got options, and they don't chase. All right? They don't react emotionally to everything because they don't have to. I'm going to repeat that. They're not emotionally triggered by everything because they don't have to be. Their life doesn't depend on it. Their money doesn't depend on it. Their well-being does not depend on it. They could just okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. On to the next. Is all your family out the hood? Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, sir. Big B is yours. Is your family out the hood? Hi, sure. You badly want to go vegan, but Sugar Daddy thinks it's completely stupid. We spend most of our time at restaurants. What do you suggest? I suggest you do whatever you want and let him eat whatever he wants. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, okay, well, do whatever you want. Maybe start off as vegetarian and work your way up to being vegan. Maybe if you're a full carnivore, start off by cutting out different types of meat gradually do it so he doesn't even notice. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you eat beef, pork, and all the meats, just cut out beef, cut out pork, then cut out poultry, and then all you have left is seafood. And then once you cut that out, you're a vegetarian. Then start cutting out dairy, then cut out whatever else, and just be done. I mean, if it's gradual, he's not going to care. You do something abruptly, he thinks it affects him. But if you gradually do something, he won't even care or notice. Just don't tell him everything. You don't tell people what you're doing. You just do it. And by the time you're done, it's too late. They can't tell you nothing because it's already done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do women like suits? What do you recommend? Hold on. Women like men that are well put together and appropriate for the situation at hand. If you're overdressed for no reason and you ain't got no business, you ain't standing on no business, then it looks ridiculous. But if you're dressed for the appropriate situation and the appropriate lifestyle, then it looks nice because everything goes together. You know what I'm saying? You want this man and he wants you back, but he works the same job as me. Advice. Are you a millionaire man? Because if you ain't, he got the same exact job. I don't know what you're doing over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. How do you gain the power back in your relationship? By admitting you love him after a year. I think he feels like he's the prize, girl. He is the prize to you if he doesn't love you 10 times more. They got to love you 10 times more. They got to be doing the most and they got to be chasing. They got to tell you, you chased him. He's the prize. You chase him. He the prize. You're in your masculine. He's in his feminine. All right. Get out of your masculine, get back into your feminine, and allow the man to chase you. If the man that you want don't want you, accept it, level up and move on. But there is no need to go digging around into your masculine to try to get a man who does not want you. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for that. Like, when you want something so bad as a woman that you have to come out of your feminine to turn around and chase a man, then he becomes the feminine and he becomes the prize. Okay, you got to come out of pygmishness and understand the dynamic. Just because you want him, don't mean he wants you. He'll take you. He'll use you, but he don't want you. You don't have no power in that relationship. He don't like you 10 times more. So therefore, you're suffering. That's what happens when you turn around and chase a grown man. Don't chase men. If they don't want you, they don't want you. Remember that. Thank you for teaching me how to be a woman, Shira. Thank you, Miss Siren. I know women want what they want. Oh, that's the perfect man for me. Is it? Are you the perfect woman for them? They're not chasing you. You may have a whole different scenario in your head than they're having. You might be the one for now. You might be the placeholder. That's why they're not doing the most. But to you, oh yeah, that's the one. I'm going to do anything to keep that man. Then you become pygmalion. That man is not doing anything to keep you. If you're not the prize, if he's not in his masculine and you're not in your feminine in that relationship, then you're doing too much, man. You're doing way too much and he don't really even want you. And the faster y'all realize that, faster you can move on into a relationship that's beneficial. You said this is so difficult to follow and already attached. Okay, but are they attached to you? Are they attached to you? Would they leave at any given moment if a better option presented itself? Are they attached to you? Do they like you 10 times more? Are you just attached to them? Are you following something that's not really that interested in you? Think about what it's going to do for you in 5 years from now. In 5 years from now, do you think they're going to start to love you more? They don't even love you a lot now. You think they're going to love you 10 times more if they don't even love you 1 times more in 5 years from now? What? Don't be chasing, don't be it. Thank you, Soledad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of y'all don't realize this. Just because you're emotionally attached, don't mean they are. How can you feel confident at 40 and to get older? Because I look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look good, ma'am. Look good, feel good. Look good, feel good. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Work on how you present and you'll be fine. Okay. I'm just trying to revert your thinking to help y'all, because y'all women, some of y'all, you're in love, you're obsessed, you're infatuated with a man who don't even like you. Won't pop the question, will string you along. But this advice doesn't work because you're attached to him, but he ain't attached to you. Do you think he's in somebody's life trying to figure out how to make the relationship work, how to keep you, how to make you happy? No, he ain't. Because he doesn't like you like that. And guess what? In 5 years from now, he's gonna like you even less. I'm just helping y'all. He's gonna like you less than he likes you today. In 5 years from now. You know why? Because the longer you know someone, the more you get to know someone, the deeper you get. If they're not in it for the reason that you're in it, you're not the one. They're going to be looking elsewhere all the time because they don't like you on that level. Yeah, better wake up. What to do if a man is giving you mixed signals but claims they don't want to be in a relationship? Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is your name Pygmisha to even be dealing with that type of man? Okay. Let me tell y'all a secret. Thank you for the donation. If you got to ask all these questions about a man that you already know the answer to, you're trying to get permission to go ahead and be a Pygmisha. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to tell you to stop being a Pygmisha. So I'm going to tell you, stop being a Pygmisha. If that man had enough time to get them words out of his mouth in your presence, ma'am, and you actually listened, considered it, said, then came over here, typed it in, put some money to ask me, what do I think of it? I think you already know the answer, man. I think that man says, this lady will do anything for me. Even if I tell her I don't want no relationship, even if I send her every mixed signal there is, she's still going to consider whatever I need her to consider. She's still going to want me. No matter if I tell her she's a placeholder, she ain't the one, I don't want no relationship, mixed signal, she's still going to be here. So whenever I feel like bored or just using somebody, or just, if I need some new shoes, or when tax season come around, I know who to hit up. Or when I'm drunk and need to come through after the club, I know who I can hit up and who ain't going to expect nothing in return, who I don't have to call because I'm not in no relationship, who I can send mixed signals to, who cares more about me than I definitely care about her. Let me go ahead and let her find out the hard way. That's what's really going to happen. So if you let him even finish his sentence, that's your fault. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. And I know that there are a lot of women out here, and it's hard for y'all to get the attention of men because you haven't put enough energy and effort into yourself. You can't get the attention of the right type of man because you putting too much attention on the wrong type of man instead of putting it on yourself. Okay. You giving attention and energy to a man who don't want you, who don't want a relationship with you, and who don't even like you, when you could be putting that exact attention on yourself to level up to attract a man that actually likes you and wants to have something with you. So instead of doing all of that, put it back on yourself and level up so hard that you never have to listen to those types of words out of a man's mouth ever again. Okay? Because some women don't ever hear those words. I'm going to repeat that. Some women never hear those words. Be one of them women. Okay. Okay, so Stefina says, you met a guy online. He's talking for a week. FaceTime too. He sent you a bag right away. He wants to fly you to Dubai to meet end of month. Should I go? What's a bag to you, ma'am? And how close is Dubai to you? Because it just depends. I see you're not in America. So I need some, like, if it's close by and that's not a big deal, it's fine. How much is a bag, ma'am? Because if it's like $200, I'm not budging, ma'am. And also, you know why you going over there, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he didn't send you enough money to go to Dubai whenever you want, I'm not going nowhere. Somebody said trafficking. Yeah, yeah. Look, did he send you enough to go on a vacation to Dubai whenever you feel like it? Then I ain't gonna go. Someone has said it's a trap. Girl, get more money and still don't go. If he like it, he like it. You ain't got to go nowhere. He can come to you. It works both ways. Planes go two ways, ma'am. They can go to you. They like you that much, they coming to you. If they like you that much, they can send you gifts from Dubai. They like you that much, they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever you need them to do. Remember that. Look, women are not super impressed by that kind of stuff if they can do it for themselves or if they can get another man to do it. That's how people are emotionally controlling y'all. Look, if any guy that you're dealing with on your roster can do the same thing, then what makes him so special? That's why you need to have more than one. So you got something to compare to. You're like, okay, you send me like how much money he sent you, girl? I don't know. He sent you $1,000, a couple thousand, great. Now he wants you to fly to Dubai. Well, this guy over here said he's gonna take us to Dubai next week, so I don't need to fly to Dubai with you. Thanks for the bag. Bye. You see how that works? Or I already got enough money to go to Dubai anytime I want to. I don't need to go with you. I don't need to be seen out in public with you. You know, that's why you need to have more than one, because when y'all don't have more than one, you act desperate and brand new and stupid. Got to have more than one. It's like, well, why do I need you? I can do that already with A, B, C, and D. Up the ante. Then still say no. No, I changed my mind. If you don't have more than one, at least act like you do and see how they react to that. Don't tell them. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I can go to Dubai next week anytime I want to. That's not really appealing to me. Why don't you come here? Okay. You said how to control stress. Stay unbothered, man. Stay unbothered. Throw money at your problems. Throw other people's money at your problems if they're going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Pay people to do stuff you don't need to do. Who cares? If it's not affecting you, don't be bothered by it. Okay, thank you, Ann. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me tell y'all something about these men who always want to fly out women. They know y'all are desperate. Let me repeat this. They know y'all desperate. If they can't come to you, do they really even want you? Isn't that like you chasing them if they're flying you out? Isn't that the same thing? Except you chasing them on a plane? You gotta get to the airport. You gotta pack a bag. Make sure everything in your house is taken care of before you leave. If you have a job, take time off work. Pack your stuff. Get to the airport, park, or if you're Ubering, whatever. Get into all them security check lines. Get your baggage checked. This is a process, man. That's work. You doing all of this. Why he don't come to you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So how to act like having more than one without giving off that you're cheating. If you ain't married, ma'am, how you cheating? Why don't men worry about this? Worried about if they look like they have more than one and if it looks like cheating. Why aren't men worried about this? Why aren't these men worried about you thinking they cheating? And they may have more than one. Why? Because they don't care and they're unbothered by it. And you should be the same way, man. You should be like, well, for example, if somebody says, oh, let me fly you out, be like, well, it depends if I'm busy next week or not. Well, where are you trying to fly us to? Oh, no, I just want you to come to me. Oh, I've already been there. Why don't you come here? There's a nice hotel and you could stay there. It's really nice. Test how much they like you by seeing if they come to you versus you go to them. All right. If you're going to be over there already and you just happen to be in the same place at the same time, meet for dinner. But don't fly to them when they ask you. That's chasing. If you're going to be out there anyway, it's like, okay, well, when I'm out that way, I'll definitely give you a call. It might be a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years from now, or whatever. Just whenever I'm out there, I'll look you up. And that's how it should be. You don't just go running around across the country chasing after men like a pygmisha being flown out. You make them come to you if they like you that much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Shira, you're 18 and 21-year-old man asked you to marry him because what? He in the Navy and he would give me extra money. What do I do? Should I do it? Divorce? Okay. You're 18 and 21-year-old man asked you, do you already marry him? Thank you, Masha, for being a member. You're 18 years old. If you that broke and you can't do no better, and that's the best you could do, and you're going to sign your name on a marriage license. Wonderful. But I know most people can do better. I know that. If you don't know that, you need to figure that out. That's all I do. Okay. Someone said no. La baby Kylie says no. 18 years old, ma'am, you have your entire life ahead of you. Why are you letting some dusty dude talk you into something stupid? This is why I do what I do. Ma'am, go enjoy your adulthood and get the most out of it. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You'd be better off marrying somebody who's going to pay you for a green card. You're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can get more money from somebody that's trying to get into the country and trying to get a green card. What are you doing? Thank you, Ocean Devotion. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. It said how to make a man pay for your maintenance, like beauty maintenance. Plan, like have a date, going somewhere really nice. Then, like a day or two before, like show up looking crazy with a broken nail. And like get you some spray hair, like color, and say, oh my gosh, I tried to do my own hair and the color came out terrible. Look at this. And then, oh my gosh, my nails broke and I know I have to go on this date tomorrow. And I already had everything done and it was supposed to come out perfect, but now I have to go get it redone. And I already spent the money for this, the budget that I had for this, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have some green looking hair, some orange looking hair, and they'll crack nail. He's like, oh, I can't be seen out in public with you like that. Here goes some money. You know what I'm saying? So Go to the store, get you some of that spray hair color and make it look like you had a mishap. Spray some orange streak here. Get you a fake nail and crack it and then like glue it on. And start crying, okay? Get you little fake nails from Shein or whatever, if you want some of these. Get you a pen and draw a fake crack on it. Have it like hanging off halfway of your nail. Say it hurt. My nail. Use some hair spray, some weird colors. Spray it all up and through your hair. Says you had a color mishap. Blow dry your hair. Make sure it looks like, you know, really bad. Don't put any product in it. So you had a mishap, and then see if he can help you. All right. Thank you for thank you for teaching how to apply wisdom. My husband picked a fight with you last night. I asked myself, what would Shira do? I left him with our kid. He's taking me shopping now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you, cupcake the cake master. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got dressed, look cute. Left him at home with the kids, and now he taking you shopping. Okay, that sounds about right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't. Okay, B says can't control their emotions. How can I change this habit? You got to stop and think. If it's not a life or death situation, you have to stop and think how to get paid from this. If I'm going to react, I need to benefit while I'm reacting. So what do I need to do and say in this situation to get paid and not look like a stupid fool or a pygmisha? Then that's what you go do. Okay, you got to stop and think. You got to press pause on your reaction if it's not going to be beneficial to you. You got to see the future of your reaction before you do it. So you got to press pause and say, if I do this stupid thing right now, if I react how they're trying to trigger me to react, what's going to happen? Not anything good. Okay, so what should I do instead to make what I want happen? Then that's what you do. Okay. So you press pause, think about the outcome. If it's not beneficial, create another outcome and then go with that. That's literally it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go back. I missed your super chat. Hold on. Your boyfriend and you've been together for 4 or 5 years. He only mentions marriage when it comes to his citizenship. Girl, then you know why he's there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Citizenship. He just told you why he's there. All right. All right. He just told you he's there for his citizenship. So you ain't about that life. You need to let him know. Is he paying you for the citizenship? I don't know. You said, what? You're 26. You used to be pretty, but now you lost weight and have acne scars. You still not that bad, but your family is expecting me to marry someone. I feel very bad. I'm running out of time. Okay, ma'am, citizenship marriage. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all answering y'all's own questions in the comments. You can't tell that man who's looking for citizenship to call you. Maybe you get him a citizenship. Citizenship marriage. 90-day fiance, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said I'm obsessed with myself? How can you tell? Oh my gosh. I don't understand. Why are y'all making these assumptions about me? I don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to buy yourselves one too, okay? Oh, you know what? Allpersonalizations.com sells cardboard cutouts. They're not that expensive at all. Like anybody literally can afford one. They're not expensive at all. Like, you would be surprised at the price. Thank you, Janie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tips on manifesting a conference filled with professionals. How to attract. Oh, tips on freestyling at a conference filled with professionals. How to act the part. In case someone asks you what I do, it's healthcare conference. Are you going and you're not in the profession? Okay, so I would just go and say that you're a guest of someone who's there. You just find someone and become their friend in the very beginning, and then just say, I'm here with, I know such and such. You don't have to even say you're with them. You could just say, oh, I just know such and such, and she does A, B, C, and D. So find a woman right away, make friends, get her name, talk to her, it's like, oh, it's nice to meet you, and then you can just say, that person as you make your rounds, okay? Unless you already know someone there. Thank you for your wisdom. It motivates you to leave your dusty and date higher caliber man. Okay, kill your princess. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get in alignment with your higher self? Treat yourself like the prize. Have high standards, because you can't get aligned with your higher self if you ain't got no higher standards. High standards, ma'am. Don't settle for less. Get what you want in life when you deal with people or anything else. That's literally it. Higher self demands higher standards. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so I'm getting ready to talk about that in a second. So these cutouts are also used for many, many reasons, like not just for vanity. But let's say you have an old picture of yourself at a certain weight. You want to get back to that, or you want to maintain it, or whatever. Upload a picture on the website where you can get these custom cutouts made. It's called all personalizations. All personalization. It's in the description bar. And you can use my coupon code. Get your goal weight and get you a cutout and put it there. Every day you wake up, you're going to see how you look at your best. Now, I already met this goal. Okay. I've surpassed this. But if you're working on yourself, get you a picture of what you want to look like or how you used to look. Get you a cutout made. And every day you wake up, you're going to see it. You're like, this is how good you could look, man. Look at that. Real hair, waist snatch, you get a leg right there. Got your outfits together. That's me then. This is me now. This is a more recent picture. A little cutout on the couch. This was years ago. This is like 2019. This picture's taken. I went and got me a 2019, could have been 18, cutout. This is me a couple of weeks ago. This is me now. So you want to maintain, you want to get back how you used to look or whatever. These cutouts are very helpful. If the cutouts start looking better than you, you got to work on yourself. Okay, find when you were at or you feel like it was a good picture, and keep it there right in your face. It's actual height. They ask you how tall you are, so it's your real height. Okay, this is a good trick. Keep this in your house. Keep this in your bedroom. Keep this in wherever you need to keep it. to maintain it. You lost too much weight, your face is skinny. Okay, Sherelle. Okay, well, girl, they got protein shakes you can take, ma'am. He likes you and spoils you, but he's on immature mama's boy and annoying. What to do? Girl, get the money. Who cares? You can't have, nobody's perfect, ma'am. Just get the money. What are you doing? He's a 10, but he's a mama's boy. Okay, I don't care. Give me the money. Because that's what a 10 mean to me, rich. My kids usually play that with me. He's a 10, but he does this. He's a 10, but he does this. Okay, well, okay, a 10 to me is rich. So I don't care what he doing or what he looking like. He rich. All right, we good. He's a 10 and he rich. Then let's go. He's a rich 10. He's a 10. That means he's rich. Because you can't be a 10 if you ain't rich as a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't be a 10 if you ain't rich as a man. That's number one. There ain't no such thing as a 10 if you broke as a man. I'm so sorry. Okay. You could be in the gym all you want working out. You could be looking good, but if you're not rich, you're not no 10. You could look as good as you need to look. But you're not rich, you're never going to be a 10. Not as a man. I'm so sorry. You can be in the gym every day and you still ain't going to be a 10. If you broke. All right. Thank you, Kayla, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. You're in a relationship for a year and a half and you need extra money he don't have. So you started stripping and he said he won't be with me if I continue to dance. Should I choose the relationship or my business? Man, you should choose a whole sugar daddy and get rid of the dust. Okay. What kind of struggle love is this? That's number one. I do not believe in the struggle when you live with a grown, able-bodied man. If he can't supply what you need, go get you a man that can. Leave the dust. Go get you a real man who's a provider. You don't have to go strip if you had a real man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? If you cute enough, if your body nice enough to strip, let me tell y'all something. And no offense to strippers, because get your money however you can. But before you get on the pole, I know you already got on it, but before you strip, if other ladies are listening, or if you listening and you're a stripper, or you want to get off the pole, if you have a good enough body to strip, you got a good enough body to go get a sugar daddy to where you don't got to strip. If you look good with no clothes, you look better probably with clothes. I'm just going to say that. Okay? So go get you a sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. CM. How to stop feeling bad about yourself. You just turned 33 and even providers that are 50 and 60 old want young girls at their arm. Girl, then you got to go 65 and up, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to look good, though. Like, if you're 33, don't go for no 50-year-old. That's too young. You need somebody 60 and up. And you got to look good for 33. All right? You can't be looking 43. I don't know if you look good at 33, but you got to look good for 33. You got to take care of yourself. You got to look good. You go get the 60-something-year-old man, all bills paid, man. What you doing? Is there a such thing as being too skinny? I don't know, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Depends on what you think looks good and what type of men think you look good. You know, what are you trying to attract? What type of men are you trying to attract? Some men like thin women. I don't know. See, some of y'all are basing your looks on what's popular instead of what attracts men or what attracts the type of men that you want. Trends and what's popular is not the same thing as attracting the type of man that you want. It's not the same thing. So y'all need to separate that. Separate that. So think about this. My body type ain't trending. I ain't got no booty, but I'm still getting the bag. All right. My booty don't clap when I walk, but I got money. I'm provided for 100%. I got everything I need, want, plus more coming in every day. You get it? I had no surgeries. Okay. I'm still making it do what it do. You don't need all of that. All you need is confidence. All right. To work with what you got, ma'am. Exactly. You said you're thin in Africa and you get paid from all races. TM. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what it's about. Use what you got. Have confidence. And get your back. You said your booty don't clap either, girl. All right. Okay. You said passport bros, no simping. Okay, well, if you can't afford to simp, sir, if you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it. When men have money, it's not called simping. It's called providing. When you ain't got money, it's called simping. Okay. Well, if you're a man that grew up with a father in their household, or if you're a man and you grew up with a proper upbringing by their mother who taught them that men are natural providers, you have no problems providing for women. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you probably understood from a young age and went out and became very successful in order to be able to secure the type of woman you want and then have a family. You know, that's what happens when you're a grown man. You understand your role. But if you didn't get that memo, if you don't understand what a man is, and you don't realize that men are providers, you're going to call anything simping because you don't understand and you don't have it. So you'll fly out to another country where you're going to simp on women for less. You're still simping. You go out to a whole nother country, you're just simping at a lower price because your money's worth more over there. After Uber driving, your money is still simping on a woman. You're just going to get it for a cheaper price. So no matter what you do, no matter where you fly, no matter how many times you're taking out your passport, you flying overseas to simp, sir. That's even worse. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you still ain't got it. What would a leveled up woman wedding vows look like? Get it? Okay, get it, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like however she wrote them, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Rewrite what you don't like, ma'am. Whatever you wrote, that's what it's gonna look like. Write your own vows. If you don't like the vows that they're gonna make you recite, they would look like you gonna stay paid. They better stay paid. That's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be very financial. Because like literally your vows when you're marrying are literally the conditions that you're putting on that person. So you need to write that accordingly. Because marriage is conditional love, whether y'all realize it or not. The vows are the conditions of the marriage. So make sure you write what you want. Said for richer or for richer. Exactly. Mm-hmm. What do you do if your husband don't want to provide for you? Find a man who can. That if he only have one job and he can't do it, ma'am, then why is he still there? And why ain't you looking for his replacement? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Linda. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. You're 28 years old and you have a 48-year-old sugar daddy. Fastest way for us to go from an arrangement to a serious relationship. Make him invest a lot of money, like big time. Make him buy you something big, land, car, condo, like major purchases, man. The more he invests in you, the more he's going to see you as serious, like investment. So gotta make him spend money. Gotta make him spend money. Lots of money. All right. Get him to spend big money, major purchases. All right. Because once you start purchasing major things for someone, you're going to be like, well, we might as well be married. Major purchases. Thank you, Ocean Devotion, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to make him hooked if you're pregnant. Are you married to him? I'm not judging. I'm just asking because I need to know before I can tell you. If you're not married to him and he does not live with you, there's not really much you can do. But if y'all live in the same household and y'all are married or if you just live in the same house, you got to get him excited about the pregnancy and about what's to come. So you got to literally paint the picture of what life is going to be like and put a positive spin on it. Start calling him like, oh, you're going to be a father. Oh my gosh, you're a daddy something, daddy, whatever his name is. Buy him a t-shirt, get him excited, call his parents, call his family and say, I'm so excited about, so they can keep a little voice in his ear. Oh, how's such and such with the baby, da 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 da. Send him like what if he's at work, send him like a telegram or like a thing saying, congratulations on being a new father. We love you very much. That way his whole work knows. And if you keep the little whispers in his ear, he's most likely to act right before he act wrong. So you got to get everyone around him in the know. Tell him how beautiful the kid's going to be. Yeah, you got to post it all up on the social media. You got to tag them. You got to put it you got to put it everywhere that you can. So he's surrounded and enveloped by it, because I feel like a lot of men don't really get excited about pregnancy because they're not experiencing it like the woman is. So you got to bring him into that little bubble as much as you can. All right. It's not about making him hooked. It's about bringing him into the bubble. Okay. JJ, sprinkle, sprinkle. How come you never got to the point where it's serious enough to pay? Okay. How come you never get to the point to where it's serious enough to pay your bills? They don't stick around because you're not asking right away. Okay. A man is trying to impress you on date 1, 2, and 3, not on date 20. You ain't never going to get to paying bills if you don't start talking right away. All right. And remember, in order for a man to pay bills, they got to like you 10 times more. If that's off, they ain't paying no bills. Why are they going to pay your bills? They don't like you like that. They got to like you way more, and you got to bring it up in the beginning when they trying to impress you. All right. You can't be waiting 4 months and hoping they're going to do right. No, you accepted them as they were, not spending. Before they even get to know you, they need to know them bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, if they like you enough, they're gonna get to know them bills before they get to know you. I promise you. Because if the way to you is through them bills, they going through them bills quick. They're like, you got any more? You got any more? That's it. All right. That's all I gotta do. I passed the test. They gotta like you way more. You gotta present it at the beginning, and that's it. You can't be waiting 5, 6 months to hope they're gonna like you enough to pay your bills. They don't like you enough in the beginning. They ain't gonna like you in 4 months from now. The beginning is where you're going to get the best treatment. And that's where they're going to try to impress you the most. So start off, first of all, by choosing the correct target that likes you 10 times more. Then introduce them to your bills. All right. How do you present it? By talking about a lot of things and they will offer. By making up fake scenarios and stories so that they offer you things. Money, help, whatever. Saying you paid your fake Aunt Ethel's, bills this month because she was not feeling well. And now you have to figure out what you're going to do about your stuff. And they'll be like, oh, well, how much do you need? They like you 10 times more. Oh, well, I'm so sorry you had to cover those expenses or help out with your family's expenses unexpectedly this month. Let me try to help you. Okay, well, how much are your bills? Oh, I need you to go on vacation with me. Oh, you can't go because you got to work and pay bills? Well, how much are your bills? You see, that's why the dynamic is they got to like you a lot more. It can't be no regular old relationship. Because a regular old relationship with somebody your age that don't like you as much as you like them, they're never going to pay your bills. That the dynamic has to be there. If it's not there, you ain't getting no bills paid, man. Oh, Jasmine, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your man has been providing $40K a month for a while, but now he's saying he broke. How can you get him to around while finding another one? How can you keep him around while finding another one? Okay, why do you need to keep him around if he's broke? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, RJ. Advice on handling male rejection with grace. Okay. Are you a girl? You shouldn't be approaching men. Men don't reject you. You reject them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't be rejected by a man if you're not approaching one. That's number one. That's how you handle it. Don't even try it. Don't even approach. How do you get rejected by a man you never approached? I'm just curious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Y'all got to explain that one. Hold on. Okay. Thank you for the sprinkle, sprinkle. But how do you get rejected by a man you're not approaching? You said also you can be ghosted, but that's not rejection. That's just being ghosted. There's a difference between rejection because you came on to somebody and they say, I'm sorry, I don't like you like that. That's rejection. But being ghosted, they thought they liked you and then they saw your standards and then they disappeared because they couldn't meet them. That's not rejection. That's retreat. That's tail tuck and run because they can't handle you because you have high standards. So there's a difference. Y'all need to understand what these words mean. Rejection is not the same as being ghosted. Okay. Think about it as a job. Let's say you're at a job and you know, these people called you. They said, okay, you're hired. Great. You go in, you work. Your job's not up to par. You're tired of their mess. You say, okay, I can't stand this job anymore. I quit. Okay. You've rejected that job by saying you quit. If you applied for a job, you didn't feel like going to work that day or anymore. You just didn't show up or call or answer their calls. That's ghosting. It's not rejection. It's not telling them that you hate this job, you don't want to go. It's just like, I don't feel like I can do this job no more. It's a difference. Thank you, Jade. You did exactly what you said. This man you met online after 7 years, and second time we met, he gave me half of my deposit for my new apartment and got moving people for you to move your things. Thank you, because it worked. Okay, girl. Sprinkle. Congratulations, girl. I'm glad you got something. See if he can furnish it now. Sprinkle. Unless you already got furniture. Okay. How do you look open to approach because you feel like I look like I don't want energetically? Okay. You got to change y'all overthink it. Y'all think it too much. Y'all be thinking too much. It ain't that serious and it ain't that hard. You just, back in the old days before all this rigmarole, people did not overthink on this level. You got on your cute outfit, sprayed on some good perfume, put your lipstick on, walked into somewhere, smiled, enjoyed the ambiance, the atmosphere, had your little drink, and people approach. Now people are overthinking everything. That's why their energy is off. That's why nobody wants to approach you, because you think it too much. Girl, just go out and have fun and enjoy your life. And people that want to have fun and enjoy their life with you are going to approach you. Make sure you're in an area where there's money. That's literally it. What are ways to confirm he might have high mid six figures a year early on? While freestyling, he doesn't say it, and there's no mutual friends to ask. Ask him what his career is and look up how much salary it makes. You can go from there. Okay. So ask if you can find out where he lives. If he lives in a house or an apartment, you can find out what kind of car he drives. That's easy because you can just ask. And then go from there. And see what he does for a career. You could add. How do you slow down, receive, and not be stressed anymore? By having several streams of income. Whether that's several streams of income from men or from yourself or both. Okay? That's the key, ma'am. Several streams, not just one. Okay. Meow. You say you feel like I didn't like the Titanic story. Rose got lucky that the Dusty died. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so silly. How to get paid on first date without being transactional while freestyling. Set them up from the beginning while you're talking to them on the phone. Let them know things are needed, wanted, appreciated, etc., etc. Fake problems. Then when you meet them in person and you get on the date, they should be ready to assist, impress, and offer whatever you need. Okay? Got to set them up from day one. They'll know what you need by the time you get on the date because you've been texting, talking to them on the phone, telling them stuff. They're going to know exactly what you need, what you want, how to impress you once you get up in person. Okay? Either they're going to do something about it or they're not. They want to see you smile and light up and enjoy the date and treat them like they're the best thing in the world, or they're going to come with the solutions. They're going to come with the financial solutions. They're going to come with the offering of the financial solution. And you're going to take them up on it right away, right then and there. Okay? They're talking about, oh, I'm going to give you some money for them bills. Have your bills on your phone. All right, here go the bill right here. You bust that credit card out. Sprinkle. All right? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're really helping me out. You don't understand. I mean, like I was just so worried about this. So like Pull it up right then there at the table, ma'am. Before y'all even get the drink order. Here you go. Put your card in. Girl, he gonna put that number in so fast. Give me the phone. By date 3, I should have this sealed and dealed. It's sealed. He might not get to date 3, or he might not get nothing on date 3 but another bill. But hey, there's hope. There's hope. That's all we can hope for is hope. How do you show that you have high standards by first look? By looking like you have high standards. You don't mess with nothing broke, ma'am. You got to look like you only deal with providers. If anything else is walking in your direction that's not a provider, they need to have a detour. Like, look, don't come up to me if you broke. Look at, you see this? See this purse? See this smirk? We don't play. All right. You see this confidence? We ain't going to Applebee's looking like this, dressed like this. No, we not. We don't go 50-50. What the heck? You gotta walk the walk, ma'am. Oh, Beatrice, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, Applebee's. I be like clowning Applebee's all the time. It's free advertisement either way. You know, Dusty might get hungry hearing that word. You never know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yeah, you gotta have high standards. You gotta dress too nice to be going somewhere without a dress code, or you gotta be overdressed for wherever the Dusty is trying to attempt to take you, because it's not gonna work out for you. So if the Dusty's best outfit can't even match up to this, he's not going to approach you. You know, if you're dressed to the T, if you're dressed nice, and a Dusty's best outfit can't even compare to what you got on a Tuesday, he's not walking up to you, ma'am. Level yourself up, and the Dusty will detour. Okay, I promise you. If all he got is basketball shorts, jerseys, and sneakers, he's not approaching you. If you're dressed high, like your standards reflects how you present as well. So present high standards by how you walk, talk, and dress, and where you hang out. You just want to say you respect so much and appreciate your lives. Books make you feel seen. Oh, thank you, Miss Jasmine. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. You said, will you ever be married? You're an introvert. If you're an introvert. Yeah, if you get drunk. Get you some alcohol, man. You won't be an introvert for long. Go to the karaoke bar, have a few shots of tequila, and you might find you a man. You ain't got to stay an introvert. Okay, that's what they make tequila for. Yeah, and karaoke, making a fool out of yourself. Go have fun, man. Get out into the real world. Have a life. Don't label yourself an introvert and, oh, will I ever get married? I'm an introvert. Yeah, go take 3-4 shots of tequila, get up on the karaoke, sing your song. Make sure you look good, okay? Make sure it's in the rich side of town, too. Go have fun. Even if you got to go by yourself. You shouldn't care anyway. You're an introvert. if you're alone, right? If you're an introvert that's self-centered and only really care about yourself, it's like you're going to be alone anyway, right? Because you're not really paying attention to anybody else. So just go out and be the main character of your life. You'll never know. Get you some shots of tequila and you'll be all right. Okay. What do you need somebody to do? Hold you by the hand, tell you, oh, well, how do you go out? And if there's an introvert, take some shots of tequila. I'm giving y'all the easy answer. Thank you, Katrina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You think your super chat was missed? Uh-oh, hold on. I'm so sorry, man. Okay. Let me scroll back. Would you explain ways for women who are already provided for regain emotional control within their relationships without making it obvious? By becoming unbothered and by having something that's more important to you than the actual relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you got to refocus the emotional energy. So you got to become more passionate about something else in order to take that energy and being like emotional about it and to pushing that energy somewhere else. So for example, if somebody's doing something to get on your nerves or making you emotional, you know, you need a distraction. Like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do over here. You know, I'll deal with that later. I don't really care. That type of stuff. You don't care enough. Like it can be put on hold, you know, and you're so involved in something else. This means way less than it used to mean. Okay. You got to do that. You got to avert the attention somewhere that's more beneficial to you and something that you're more passionate about. It doesn't even matter what it is. You can still maintain that relationship, but you're not going to be as emotionally triggered as you would be if that's all you got going. Okay. Some people use other people having another one. Some people have, you know, a project. Some people have this. Some people have that. Whatever it is, that's what you need to be putting your emotional energy into and making whatever you need to make. And that way you're not as bothered. You're like, oh, I'll deal with that later. I really don't care right now because I'm so focused on this. So whatever they're doing is not a big deal. And when they see that you're so unbothered, the chase begins again. They start chasing you again because you're so unbothered. That's the way it's got to be, because if you're not reacting the way you used to, they think you're pulling away. But really, you're just putting your energy somewhere else. So they start to chase you again. Stay busy, ma'am. If your entire life is based on a relationship, you're a pygmisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They already chose you, ma'am. You got the ring. You got the money. Now get some business. Okay? You said when you're Melissa says when you're emotionally unavailable, they spend more. They sure do. When you don't care, when you're not bothered, they will spend. As soon as you ask, because you don't need them anymore. You don't need them emotionally. You already got them where you want them. You're ignoring them. When you open your mouth to say you want or need something, they're going to spend, because that's how they're going to reel you back in emotionally, because your reaction to them buying you a nice gift is emotional response. You said, why are men so jealous of women nowadays? It's crazy. I don't know. Ask them, ma'am. You should ask them, because they probably know more than I would. It's sad, but maybe ask David. What do you do if he wants to take it to the next level, but you want to string him along? String him along to the next level, and then the day before the next level is supposed to happen, your fake Aunt Ethel is going to pass away. All right. So your fake Aunt Ethel, you gotta make sure she's not doing too well for 2 weeks before the date. that you're supposed to take it to the next level. You got to talk about her in conversations when you're texting or talking to whoever this dude is. You got to say, oh, that's my Aunt Ethel calling. Hold on. Hi, Aunt Ethel. How are you? Yes. All right. I'm going to check back on you later. Then you're going to text him later on tonight. Oh my gosh, my Aunt Ethel is not feeling well. My fake Aunt Ethel. Then but anyway, I can't wait to see you on such and such date before we seal the deal. Then on the date before such and such date. Hey. Oh my gosh, I just got your deposit. Thank you so much for paying all the bills. That's so sweet. Yeah, I can't wait to see you too, but I have some bad news. You remember my Aunt Ethel, the fake one? I mean, you remember Aunt Ethel? Yeah. She's I'm so sad. He ain't gonna expect you to show up tomorrow. I can't, I don't want to cancel on us. I've been waiting for this too, but can we postpone this for like at least a couple of weeks? Good old Aunt Ethel coming through. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Fake Aunt Ethel. Thank you, Princess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Almost 27 with 2 sugar daddies. Quit job, half car, travel. Sugar daddy offered to help you start online brand you want to marry. Feeling pressured for time. You're Muslim. Using marriage apps and events. Currently dating 2 men, 40 and 45. Any advice? Choose the richest one that gives you the most freedom. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The richest one that has more to do, so he ain't worried about you. Okay, find the busiest, richest one. That means he's gonna be too busy doing what he gotta do, so you can continue to do what you gotta do. All right, the busiest, richest one that gives you the most freedom. That's the one you choose, man. So look for those traits: busy, rich, and let you do what you gotta do. Busy, busy. The busier he is, the less he's worried about what you're doing. Okay. Is my style what? Inspired by Paris Hilton? Ma'am. I mean, I like Paris. She's cool, but I don't think my style is inspired by her. I mean, but I remember her from like the early 2000s, and her style has definitely evolved. I'll say that. And it's very nice. So, I mean, that's kind of a compliment, but I don't think my style was inspired by her. But I do like her style evolution. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said similar aesthetics. Okay. Well, I got to check it out because I didn't even know that. Appreciate it. People are asking me to block David. And who are you going to take your dusty anger out on? He's y'all's outlet for dusty anger. Use him for what he's for. You mad at your dusty? Take it out on David. That's what he's there for. Why do you think he come in here to get dissed every day? Y'all go in on him, girl. Have fun. That's what he's there for. All right. This is dusty punching bag. Keep it coming. That's what he's saying. He comes every day at the right time. He is subscribed. He hit this notification bell. He know when I go live every single time, every single day. He's there early and fully dressed on his keyboard waiting. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let him have it. Let him be your outlet for what you want to say to your Dusty that you can't say. Tell him. All right. You say he's never donated. Why else would he be donating if he's a Dusty, man? He's a Dusty. He's trying to really fit the bill. Okay. I missed the super chat. Uh-oh. How do you stay in character with a provider who is becoming repulsive to deal with, but you are benefiting and you have to plan to leave once you save more? The same way actresses do in movies that they have to co-star with leading men that they do not like. Okay, think of yourself as the main character of a movie and your leading opposite is someone you do not like, would not be with in real life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Official Eye Candy by Kiera. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Okay, so y'all seen movies where the leading lady is very extra and pretty, and then the man that they paired her with is like, there's no way ever in real life. Play the role, man. Get your money. Thank you, Jade. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How? Acting lessons. Constant shopping sprees, focusing on the bag, perfecting your acting skills to the highest level. Okay. You said write things down, then practice saying them. Mm-hmm. Making it a game. Like, what can I do to get more out of this person? Since I got to be here, what can I do to get more? That's what you do. Take on new challenges. Make up new challenges for yourself. I bet I can get him to do this. I bet I can get him to do that. Let me see how good I can act. Let me see if these whole pheromones work. See if this whole cosmetics work. These whole pheromones cosmetics. Let's see if I can get me a cart paid. See if I can get some new shoes, new bag, and new shoes to match. Let's see what this do. We're conducting experiments now. Upon acting. Let's do some research. Let's record. Let's get our data. We're going to record how many sprays of liquid finesse does it take to get a bag paid for, get a cart paid for. So we're just going to start off with 2. We're going to walk around, say hello, mention what you like or need, see if the credit card is offered. Okay, two sprays is not enough. Go for 3 next time. You need to make notes. Okay, the hypothesis was it's only going to take 2 sprays. Okay, no, it's going to take 3. All right, pair it with what? Lemon cupcake. Walk around. Wear favorite color. This combo gets it every time. All right. That's how you gotta make it interesting, man. You gotta start conducting experiments, writing down your data, getting your combinations together. You could pass this, All right, let's see. I need a vacation. I need some new shoes. I need a new purse. See what I gotta do. You ain't even got to think no more. You just go back to your notes, okay? All right, let's get it. You don't like this one. Tear it down. Oh my gosh, I saw something online the other day that I really liked. And you get a free gift with it if you purchase it between these 2 days. Also, I'm out of my favorite hand lotion. My hands are so dry. See how soft my hands are? This lotion is like the best. But I'm almost out. Oh, get some more? Okay, give you a credit card. Thank you. My gosh, you're so sweet. Wow, I'm gonna get a whole cart. Whole cart. We're gonna have a Chanel Cosmetics haul next week, you guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you see how I faked all of that smiling and the correct angles, smile, the voice, the pheromones? Okay, did I miss something? Let me go back up. How to make him buy a house we mainly stay at mine. Okay. Start looking at houses and dragging him to go look at houses. Okay. Start talking about the future and making him go and look at what the possibilities are until it becomes his idea or until he becomes very interested in finding a house. Thank you, Jade. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah. Start going looking at open houses or model homes or whatever, ma'am. Get out there. That's how I got this house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all go back to many, many years, y'all will see me walking around the model version of this house. It's on the video. I literally walked around a model version of this house, filmed it, tricked y'all, and said, oh, y'all, look at my new house. Oh my gosh, this is it. This was like 2015. Then showed him the house. Now we living in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When ignoring Dusty, jealous women too, almost physical, but you've had men slam things down next to you to get your attention and more passive rude things. I will keep ignoring would appreciate words of encouragement. Okay, Callie, sprinkle, sprinkle. At this point, you got to play dumb. Like, you got to play dumb when they're getting mad. Because think about this. It will make them even madder if you're too stupid to realize that they're acting stupid. So if they're slamming stuff down next to you, if they're being jealous of you, if they're getting ready to get mad, start acting real dumb. You're like, oh my gosh, I heard this loud noise. What happened? Is everything okay? Okay, well, be more careful. Oh my gosh, you remind me so much of my husband. They're going to leave you alone, especially if they respect marriage. Just got to throw it in there like you're not trying to get rid of them with the comment that you're married. Or you remind me so much of my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't got no ring on, you can't say husband. Say, oh, you remind me so much of my boyfriend, but he's taller. What they gonna do? You acknowledged them, you dissed them at the same time, and told them you ain't single. What he gonna do? Play dumb. The women, they get mad and jealous at you. Oh, you know what? You remind me so much of my mom. She's beautiful just like you. Diss and compliment at the same time. What they gonna do? They ain't gonna know how to act, and they gonna leave you alone, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes you gotta play dumb and nice, nasty at the same time. Then when they ain't looking, you can roll your eyes. What do you do when everybody around you was fake and now they copy you and you feel uncomfortable? They even try to intervene your provider. Girl, I don't care about none of that. Real, recognize real. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if everybody fake, I don't recognize them. Remember that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Real only recognizes real. If you fake, I'm staying unbothered. That's the attitude you got to have. That's the attitude you got to have. You focused on all the fake stuff. You ain't focused on yourself anymore, or you ain't focused on what's real. You're not focused on what's beneficial anymore. Now you focus on some fake stuff that don't matter. So focus on what's real. Focus on that bag, man. Okay? Remember, you're the prize. Act like it. Stay acting like it. Distractions don't matter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Got to keep your eye on the prize. You the prize. And keep your eye on your prize, which is the bag. You said how to emotionally what? How to emotionally control. Trying to find this question. How to emotionally control feeling less than as a young girl. Okay. I don't know how old you are, but who do you feel less than? Are you their same age? Do you come from the same background? Do you have the same fair shake in life as they did? If not, why are you comparing yourself? You only need to compare yourself to who you are today and then improve upon that. That's the only person you can compare yourself to. Now you can have role models. You can have people that that inspire you, but don't ever compare yourself to other people because there's only one you. All right. There's only one me. I'm not comparing myself to anybody, but her, and that's me, and her too, and that's me too. So if you need to buy you some cutouts to compare yourself to, go ahead and do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can get these cutouts. They're very fairly priced, very, very affordable at allpersonalization.com. Use my code SheRaSeven, save you some money. And every morning I wake up, this is who I compare myself to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm looking good, ma'am. You see the inspo? All right, then. Go ahead and get you a cutout if you got issues. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Each morning I wake up before I put on my makeup. This first thing I see when I wake up, ma'am. The first thing I see. Ooh, look at that. Look at me. I know that's right. Okay, let me go get in this closet and this mirror, see what I can make it do what it do. I'm not looking on Instagram at people. I'm not looking on at other women. I don't feel less than. I feel extra. So it's all up to you. What are you providing yourself with on a daily basis to feel that way? This is what I'm providing myself with. So You have the free will to provide yourself with things to make you feel like you need to feel about you. So take action, man. I'm not saying that's why I got these, but since I got them, I'm going to use them for what they are going to be best used for. Your boyfriend has a corn addiction, girl. He be eating corn. That affects their, I didn't know that was corn was bad for that. Okay. Leaving her frustrated and insecure. He pays most of her bills, letting her go back to school. What should she do? They're both 28. Okay, well, you know what? If men like corn, every time they go to the movies, there's popcorn everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Every time they go somewhere, there's corn tortillas, popcorn, corn chips, Fritos, everywhere there's corn, right? So if they're addicted to it, they just need to take it out of their diet, like literally. Just take it out of their diet. If they are unable to take corn out of their diet, what you need to do is understand that they're only 28 years old. And that ain't her husband. So she doesn't need to be worried about his diet so much, especially if he hasn't popped the question yet. And the only reason that a woman should feel insecure about any man is if his pockets are lacking. Okay? Because I would rather somebody have some corn than a whole other child on the side. Okay? So I really don't care because I'm going to be too busy spending the money. She should be too busy going to school and to care about what he's doing by himself. Know what I'm saying? With that corn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't care. Like, why are y'all so insecure? If he is having fun by himself, paying for her to do everything, at least he ain't with a man or another woman. Imagine how insecure she would feel if she caught him with a man or another woman with some popcorn. Ma'am, go to school, get your money. Okay? When he old and worn out, that ain't even going to be able to help him no more. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You good. At least he ain't out there gambling. At least he ain't on crack. At least he ain't playing no video games. He getting his money. He paying for you. Girl, let him do what he got to do with that corn by himself and mind your business. You know why? Who cares? Would you rather him have a roster? All right. See, this will happen when y'all deal with men y'all's own age. Y'all think the littlest, stupidest things is the problem. All right. Okay, women and men are not the same. Seems like they need more corn than women. Women and men are not the same, and I'm so glad. Okay. I don't care about that kind of stuff, so it don't bother me because I stay unbothered and paid. That's the goal. Unbothered, looking good and paid. That's the goal, man. You steadily trying to control somebody else, what they doing, what they watching, what they doing with themselves, why they watching, whatever they watching. You're taking on a whole other person's problems. That's not even a problem to them, but it's your problem. You're creating a problem. You know what I'm saying? And when the whole problem is you're too aware of it because you ain't got nothing else to do. Okay? If it's becoming a problem to where it's everywhere that you look, then that's when it's a problem. But if it's not everywhere you look every second that you're with that person, then it's not a problem. All right. You said being a woman is so amazing. Yes. If only they watched some with their mom. Honestly, I don't really care about that kind of stuff because it's so funny because people put emphasis on so many different things that they could be putting that energy somewhere else that's more beneficial. That's what I'm focused on. Once you get to a certain age, you don't waste time about stupid stuff anymore. You're like, okay, am I getting what I want out of this? Am I getting, the bag? Is this beneficial to me? Da, da, da. No, then I'm not even worried about it. I'm not wasting time on it, not wasting even a single thought on it. I'm on to the next. I'm doing what I got to do. Y'all have fun. That's literally what it becomes when you get to a certain mentality. Okay. I really would not care at all. Like, whatever, I don't care because I'm not even looking because I don't care. Okay. I'm looking at the bank accounts, giving the money. I'm looking at this receipt, the shopping. I'm looking at the investments. I don't care about that other stuff, man. Thank you, Callie. Friend catches boyfriend on OF. Okay. I guess that's OnlyFans. Spending a lot of money on models. It's funny because she clearly doesn't ask for enough money. How to help her? She's sad. Girl, tell her to ask for the money. Exactly. If you had asked for that money, he wouldn't have it to spend, ma'am. Get the money. So since you got so much money extra to spare, then guess what? Here go my cart of what you can pay for. You can pay for the entire cart. I done filled it up. You pay. Shipping included. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Send him links of stuff you want since he got all that extra money and let him pay. You said, what women do you admire and look up to? Someone we know, someone we would know. You're curious. Her, and my mom. I don't know if you know my mom. Probably don't know my mom. My mom, my sister, and her. I look up mostly to the women that raised me and taught me and, who allow me to experience nice things in life because they taught me my value, my worth, and high standards. Some people, they may learn from other people, but it was my mom and my sister. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. I think I've said that before on a previous live, but yeah. Always know your value. Mm-hmm. Have you always been this way about your views on men and relationships? Not when I was a teenager. When I was like 17, 18, 19, 20, no. After 20, yes. But see, when you live and you learn, you do better. And you see other people and their decisions in life, the decisions they make in life. You see how their life goes. And if you want something similar, you follow suit. If you don't want something similar, you do something different. So that's it. You literally see people going in different directions, choosing this over that, and you see how their life turns out versus how the other person's life turns out. And you're like, I'm not going for that. I don't want to be broke with no dusty. Let me go on over here to this money to where I could be living in the nice house in the nice neighborhood, driving a nice car, because dustiness ain't it. Okay, I've watched different women go in different directions who all look good, but they chose dust over lifestyle. And I said, that will never be me. I'm choosing lifestyle every time because dust don't lead nowhere but poverty. So I don't want to go over there. Let me go ahead with this lifestyle. So I looked at it from a logical perspective with examples right in front of me. And I saw this path and I saw that path. And I'm like, I ain't going to the dusty path, ma'am. I don't care. I would never do that to myself or my future generations. Ever. So I chose the lifestyle path. So when y'all ask me questions like, well, what about love? What about this? What about attractiveness? What about this? What if you love the dusty? You know what? Do you love poverty? Well, go ahead, ma'am. Have a good time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all have a good old day. You like the bus stop? All right, then. So it's very easy to choose. You like clocking in, ma'am? Mm-hmm. Well, that's good for you. You know what? I don't. So I'm going on this direction right over here. So I've always felt this way since I was like 20, 21, 20, 20, 21. I've always felt this way since that age. Okay. I never had to ask myself this after that age. There you go. You felt this way since you were 17, learning from your sister. That's right, Jasmine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You gonna see James out there walking through. How do you guys meet providers? Tips, girl, go to the rich side of town, look good, go out during the weekdays, during the daytime. Run your errands over there, join a gym over there, walk around the parks over there, do all your, shopping and stuff over there. And most likely you're going to eventually meet somebody, talk to somebody, make friends over there, create a social circle over there, volunteer over there, become a regular somewhere over there. And before you know it, you're going to meet somebody over there. That's literally it. That's literally it. Be over there where the rich side of town is, go where the money resides, and that's where you're going to end up. As often as possible. Okay. If you can't get out there as often as possible, then just go as find a way to get out there whenever you can. How do you hold your emotions in the moment? Self-restraint for emotional women. It just depends on what you're reacting to. So if it's not life or death or something physical, then you need to take a deep breath and you need to think about how you can benefit from reacting a certain way or how this situation is going to turn out if you react the wrong way and then you act accordingly. Okay, so you just need to take a breath and a break and a pause and then react how you need to react to get what you want out of the situation. Okay, and don't worry about emotions. Okay, I have to plug in my laptop. Don't worry about emotions. Worry about your bag. You always press pause before you react. Once you get in the habit of doing that, it becomes easier each time. If you're just in a rage, make sure you pre-plan that rage. Okay, let me tell y'all something because a lot of people don't realize that sometimes actions are pre-planned. If you're an emotional girly, you need to pre-plan your actions to get the most out of the reaction, to get the most benefit. So if you already know, oh, I'm an emotional person, I'm going to act crazy. I can't control it. You can pre-plan it. So just like an actress, you can pre-plan your craziness by understanding that you're in this moment. And when you have a plan, you don't react as crazy as you could without the plan. So stick to the plan. Okay. Well, if I'm going to emotionally react, instead of throwing the glass this way, I'm going to throw it on the floor that way and accidentally get cut, then blame it on him and start crying and get what I want. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to get cut, have some fake blood. Okay. Whatever. On your hand. Be like, that fake vampire blood from Halloween. All right. You put it in my sleeve like you know who did. I'm sick and tired of this. You see what you made me do? It hurts so bad. I just wanted to have a nice car and dinner or whatever you wanted. I don't know. Whatever you wanted at the situation. He's going to be let me see. Let me see. No, it hurts. I'm going to then go run and like wash it off and put like a fake Band-Aid on it. A Band-Aid over it. Wrap it up. He's like rocking back and forth, holding your hand. He's gonna be like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to make you mad. Blah, 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 blah. What you want? I just wanted to. I don't know what I want. I did see a cute purse though the other day. Yeah, silly. So, if you pre-plan your reaction, like you already know the atmosphere, things may jump off. So you pre-plan it. You could still react to it, get the information, get the response, get the feeling, but it's pre-planned. You know what I'm saying? So you make sure when you react, it is an act. You can act, but it has to be pre-planned so that you can control it and get what you want out of it. All right. So if he's arguing with you, if you want to throw something and out of rage, make sure it's beneficial for you. You like get the fake blood out, lipstick, even if you ain't got no fake blood, girl, red lipstick. Ow. Let me see. No. I'm gonna go rinse it out and put some peroxide on it. Then put your fake bandages on it. Rock back. When you rock back and forth, that's a sign that you're, sad and in pain, and you gotta get all the stuff going together. You hold it, rock back and forth. It's a pre-planned reaction. You're getting the attention, you're getting the emotional anger out, but it's a setup at the same time. You see? Oh, and control your emotions by pre-planning them ahead of time and getting what you want. That's it. Some people can press pause, think, give the silent treatment. But if you're not one of those women, you need to have a whole act going. But it needs to be beneficial for you. If not, then don't do it. Sure, why would a man you never met be traveling to meet you? He booked a flight and hotel. Because he want to meet you, girl? What? Sprinkle, sprinkle? You said, what's my mom's wisdom? What makes me look up to her? Hold on, got some in my eye. Well, my mom's wisdom is no matter what, do what's best for you. Your comment won't come up under super chat. Sorry, Tilly. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think I got my entrepreneurial spirit from my mother. And my unapologetic delivery from my mother. I got my bluntness from my mother. And I learned to control my emotions because I watched so many people control their emotions in my life to get the results that they want. So I learned to be unbothered, unapologetic. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I learned not to play fair in an unfair world. I learned that from a sister. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Who did she vote for? I'm curious, girl. If you know me, you already know the answer. I'm not into politics, darling. You said he lied to me, fully knowing I won't tolerate it. What should I do? Girl, you should have never told him you don't fully tolerate it. Now you can't get no money out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't control somebody by saying, I won't tolerate you lying to me. That's when they're going to lie to you more. Y'all going to learn. You got to act like you gave them blind trust and you're hurt that they would lie to you after you've been so good to them. And you got to do the fake cry and you got to make them pay for your forgiveness. You can't go into a relationship saying, I will not tolerate you lying to me. Because as soon as you lie, they lie to you, you're not supposed to be tolerating it. So therefore, that's the only reason they lie to you, because you don't tolerate it. That means they don't have to pay for your forgiveness, because you're supposed to be gone if you're not tolerating it. You're supposed to break up with them if you're not tolerating it. But if they lie to you and you still forgive them, your standard of not tolerating a lie has now disappeared and dwindled. It means nothing to them anymore. So you don't tell them what you don't tolerate. You say, you know what? You lied to me. I can't believe it. I mean, it hurts so bad. Oh my gosh, those are some nice shoes. You get it? Now, if you take them back, if you tolerate what you said you wouldn't tolerate, that's one thing scratched off your list of standards. So you don't ever tell them that. You don't ever tell them what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. If whatever happens, then you need to figure out right then and there what your forgiveness is worth to him and see what he's going to do about it. Okay? Don't ever tell a man what you going to tolerate and what you ain't going to tolerate, because that just makes them want to do it more. How do you divide cooking and cleaning when you plan to move in with a provider before marriage? By hiring a maid and a chef? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or telling him he got to do it all since it's his place and that you're not the help, and he shouldn't be marrying you for your cooking and cleaning skill. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you're asking me how you should split up stuff he was already doing before you got there? He was already cooking and cleaning for himself, right? You're the guest of honor, right? You're moving into his place, right? He's asking you to marry him eventually, right? You the prize, right? So why you got to do all that? You ain't got no ring, so why you got to do all that? You don't divide up nothing. You tell him, I'm the guest of honor, I'm the queen, I'm the goddess. You cooking and cleaning, or are you hiring somebody to do it? Because I'm not getting ready to become the help. Sprinkle, sprinkle. First time, heartbroken at 26, got messy, leveled up and a lot since then. Ready for your bag. Now you're 30. Is it too late? No, girl, go get your bag. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. Go get your bag, ma'am. Get your money, ma'am. Never too late. Thank you, girl. Thank you. You pretended to be sensitive because he's always flying off the handle. You don't care. You act like you do, so he will buy your forgiveness. Okay, it works. Yes, Miss Dia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It works. You gotta be a good actress, and they gotta buy it. Okay. Advice for stay-at-home mom to leave a man you have child with. Okay. Get money, get a sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle, replace. Get man, get sugar daddy, sprinkle, sprinkle, replace. Okay. So that's how you leave. You stack money if you have a job. You say you're a stay-at-home mom, so you need a man that has money to give you. Stack that money, then be gone. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still on Patreon. I'll answer those every other couple of days, every day, every other day, depending on when I have the time. But definitely within that week. Okay. Yeah, if y'all want to ask me questions in private, definitely join the Patreon tier 2 and up. It's linked in the description bar. I'll text you back within a day or two. Okay. Your cousin is old money and he wants to marry me. What do I do? Girl, what type of cousin is this? First cousin, second cousin? Is his mama your aunt, your aunt? Is his mom your mom's sister from your grandfather? Because I need to know what type of cousin this is. Because y'all be saying cousins, and it could be like fifth, fourth removed or whatnot. Okay. Is your aunt your mama's sister? Is your uncle your daddy brother? Is your aunt your daddy's sister? Like, what's happening? You said first cousin. No, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. The answer is no. Unless y'all want y'all kids looking like who did it and why. I don't know what to tell you. Advice to young single women. Oh, advice to young single moms to date. Depends on how old your kids are. Your kids old enough to be secure and safe when you out on these dates. All right. Make sure whoever you deal with got money and you don't, bring them around your kids until they have passed every background test and every financial test. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Darwin, sprinkle, sprinkle. What should I tell the male audience on your channel as far as dealing with women who are emotionally manipulative? They are providers and the manipulation is challenging. Yes. Women have to be emotionally manipulative because we can't play fair in an unfair world. Thank you, Darwin. But women have always been emotionally manipulative since forever because things weren't fair ever. So we've evolved through our emotionally manipulating men to get what we want, because we can't do it any other way, or we couldn't do it any other way in the past. So it's in our DNA, literally. Back in the old days, when a woman wanted something from her husband, when women weren't allowed to work, if they wanted a new dishwasher in the 1950s and Betty Lou had a new dishwasher down the street, they had to get together and manipulate the husband to get this chick a dishwasher too. Because the man don't care if you got to wash dishes by hand. But if Bob and whoever got a dishwasher and they come over to dinner and she nudges that wife to say, talk about the dishwasher. Oh, do y'all have the new dishwasher? It's so nice. It's luxurious. You got to get one. Oh my gosh, it's like so great. Yes. Y'all don't have one yet? Oh, wow. Jim got me one just last week. He must be doing really good at the job now, aren't you? That's manipulation, because If a woman came straight out and asked her husband back then, I need a new dishwasher so I don't have to stand in the kitchen and wash these nasty dishes every day, he's going to be like, no, we don't need that. And you can't do nothing about it because you don't have a job and you can't work. So we had to develop manipulation techniques to get what we want from men, because y'all don't sympathize with what women go through and the things that women need and that they need more and da da da, because men don't sympathize with women as much as they should. So we have to be manipulative by nature to get what we want, because that's just how it always has been. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have a guy who does provide, but he humiliates you in public every chance he gets. What do? You ask him, why are you acting like this, talking to me and humiliating me? Then, girl, you need to humiliate him right back and be laughing at him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or make him repeat it. Like, excuse me, what did you say about your mom? I couldn't hear that. Do you not know how to go back and forth with people? You can't be like, you're an ugly such and such. If he's calling you ugly and stupid, like, oh my gosh, don't say those things about your mother. I'm not saying about my mother. I'm saying about you. Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you. Okay. Did you remember to take your medication? Okay. When we get home, make sure you take it. I'm not on medication. You know you're on medication. This is how you do it, ma'am. I'm teaching you. Learn. Take notes. He might not be on no medication, but then people don't know that. I'm sorry, y'all. He's not on his meds. He won't do it again. Bet you he won't. Bet you he won't. Girl, all you gotta do is act crazy one time. Go at it right with him. Play your role. You can't be sitting there crying. You gotta act with him. You gotta get right up there with him and do worse. But in a nice, nasty way. I'm sorry, waitress. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. He's not on his meds. Y'all know how that is, you know. Keep acting a fool if you want to. Mm-hmm. That's another form of manipulation out of necessity. If a man has the audacity to disrespect you in public, then you got to manipulate the public to see him in a different light. So if men are tired of women emotionally manipulating them, then they need to just act right. You can't play fair in an unfair world. So if a man comes in from the beginning, acting right, doing what he's supposed to do, being a provider, listening to what the woman says, considering her feelings, she ain't got to manipulate him. There's no reason to. There is no reason to manipulate someone if you're getting everything you want out of them. So, they said they need to stop gaslighting us. Exactly. So that's why, like, men think that they're the prize. They think they're superior. They think that they're this and they think that they're that. Well, if the roles were reversed, you would have to manipulate the same way that we do to make it in this world, to get what you want. So if you want the manipulation to stop, play your role correctly. What if he says, I'm not on medication? Then what? Say, I know you're not used to the medication, but the doctor says you still got to take it. Who they gonna believe? A fool acting stupid, or the woman that's calm? Thank you, Darwin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your audience also wants women to provide to be able to take the D anyway in any way. If we gonna provide 100%, are they wrong? Yes, they're wrong. Because if they just put their mother in that place or their daughter in the place, of said woman that they want to give the D anyway and anywhere to, they're going to be more sensitive to that. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman is a person with feelings too. So if they ever have daughters, or if they have mothers or sisters, and they want their daughters or sisters to be provided for 100%, just because men in prison will give them the D any type of way, it doesn't mean women want the same thing. You know what I mean? Because men's sex drive is different than women's sex drive, and they have to understand that. So I think if a man is providing 100%, is it still enough? Like 100% of bills is not the same thing as vacations, luxury vehicles, nice houses, jewelry. Is it just bills, or is it everything that the woman actually wants? Because if it's just the bare minimum, just bills being paid, oh no, they can go pay somebody else to get the D any other type of way. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And also remember that men will do anything with a pulse. So that's not really a compliment, and it shouldn't be a requirement. And I really wouldn't want to be with someone that didn't even want what you were giving them physically. You know what I'm saying? It's not even pleasurable when the other person is not into it either. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you can just pay somebody on the side. Like real women that is about their bag, they don't care what you're doing over there, as long as she ain't got to deal with it. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. Okay, second date with potential provider today. You want concert tickets for Saturday. What to say so he offers, and what to do if he doesn't offer. Tell him you're already going. Tell him y'all already going. It's like, oh my gosh, we're going to this concert Saturday. All you got to do is get the tickets, but you're going to love it. It's this artist and this other. I can't wait. Already got my outfit picked up, but the tickets are going fast. So I got them up on the phone right now. I got them. It's hard to get. So, well, how much are the tickets? You're going to tell them. Get all excited. Be excited. We got to go. Good seats available still. Then you're going to get them. But you gotta act quick. You got to be having it like already up on your phone, so he can just take it and pay for the card. Pay with his card right then and there, and y'all got tickets. But you got to act upon it and act entitled and act like it's supposed to be. Because if you don't go with him, you going with somebody else because you that excited to go. If he says no, you going with somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have to tell him that, but he's gonna know. If you don't pay, you going with elsewhere, somewhere else. DT fabulous. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everything, even some of the mother's bills from time to time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, well, they can. I would suggest them to have variety, and they can go pay someone else to do the stuff that the wife don't want to do. You get it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if a man is paying 100% and giving you everything, if the woman is uncomfortable with doing something with that man, he need to go have another one on the side, or pay somebody that's professional at it, because a woman's body is still her body no matter what the man is doing for her. So women are smart enough to say, you can go pay for something else on the side, get you a little extra over there, because I ain't finna do all of that. Okay? Because some women don't care if they're providing everything. Like, if you're a man and you providing everything, paying the mama bills, letting you go on vacation, buy jewelry, do you really think she's there for you and your fidelity? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Women aren't as possessive as men. So if they don't want to do something sexually, they're gonna say no thanks and send you over there to somebody else temporarily. You said don't want him to go to Jocelyn's. Don't want him to go. It's Jocelyn's cabaret. Okay, well, tell him it's for something else. How to be more approachable when you don't like smiling at men unless they're doing something transactional for you. Imagine them doing something transactional for you in the future. Then smile. Then you'll be smiling. Girl, I don't know what was the question about the concert? Second date with potential provider today. You want a concert? Okay. Tell them it's for your mom or Aunt Ethel that's not gonna make it until for next year. Tell them it's for old fake Aunt Ethel who may not see next year. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You and her want to go. So yes, sir. Women who are about your money, they'll send you elsewhere to get the other stuff that they ain't trying to do. All right. Only dumb pygmishas will do everything a man needs them to do. Smart women be like, nah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. But if you need that and that done, go elsewhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Uh-oh, gun it. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or thank you. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but thank you. They said dumb pygmishas be having freak offs every night to keep their man. Exactly. This ain't no Diddy party. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Either you got it or you don't. Because if you got it, you don't need to ask your wife to do what she don't want to do. Okay, go ask somebody that's professional over there to fill in the void. All right. Uh-oh, dear. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. These men over here trying to have Diddy parties with their woman just for paying some bills and some of their mama bills. No, sir. If she can get you, she can get two. If she can get two, she can get five. You ain't the only one she could secure, sir. Y'all, men don't think like that. If she can get a man who's 100% provider, don't you think she can get two that's 100% provider? She ain't got to bend over. She could just go over to the next one. This is what men forget. Men forget that women got options left and right. And they don't have to put up with no BS. Okay. I gotta go in a few minutes, y'all. It's easy to walk away when you have plenty options. Okay. It's like that's only for desperate women. How to make him pay for his mistakes and your forgiveness without making it obvious you want to go shopping. What do you say on a call? Aunt Ethel comes up. You need some plane ticket money to go see Aunt Ethel before she goes. Your fake Aunt Ethel. Make it something that is not about shopping, but about something else. Tires, fake Aunt Ethel, something. It's not going to look like you're trying to get shopping, but he's going to be sympathizing with you so you can forgive him. So he's going to give you the plane ticket money to wherever your Aunt Ethel should be. Your fake Aunt Ethel is living. He's going to give you some other stuff too, so you can forgive him. It doesn't have to be shopping. It could be fake car repair, fake plane ticket, something. Thank you, Yeti. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is there a specific order to read your books? There's no specific order, ma'am. Just read them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. How to cut off date after an hour. Do you want, okay, should the providers prepare prenups? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only if they're beneficial to both people, because I think asking a woman to sign a prenup before you even marry her, basically it's kind of rude and it's going to kill the vibe of the marriage. So what you need to do is make it beneficial for her if you're going to make one. There's ways around stuff. If a woman agrees to your standards and you agree to hers, then great. Maybe there should be a mutual one. One on her side, one on your side. Okay. Thank you. Okay, how to cut off a date after an hour. Tell them before they even get on the date that you got to be somewhere. Oh, gun it, sprinkle, sprinkle. Seeing someone for 7 months. He's consistent, showers you with gifts, flowers, letters, but hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend yet, even though he knows I want it. Okay. Well, keep collecting the gifts and the flowers and dating other people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's their answer, man. If he don't want it, if he wants you, he'll ask for you. Okay. He must not care if you be dating other people. Thank you, Ocean Devotion again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So when you first get on the date, it's like, oh my gosh, I got to be out of here within an hour because I promised such and such and such and such I'd be there. Aunt Ethel is depending on me, fake Aunt Ethel. So let's just enjoy this while we're here. And I'll definitely will do something later or, at another time for longer. Poor Aunt Ethel, she getting blamed for everything. Fake Aunt Ethel. Yeah, I got to go in a few minutes. But hey, y'all. I missed super chat. Hold on. Advice for, okay, I read that one. Hold on. Let's see, whatever. I already read that. See, okay, I read that one. Advice on how to remove all emotion from dating. Date for money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date for lifestyle. Date for connections. Date for money. Date for social status. Date for gifts. Don't put your emotions in it until they're 10 times as emotionally attached to you first. Like if they don't like you 10 times more, you don't attach to them at all emotionally. You just, put them under dinner, free food in your phone, shopping, bill payer, whatever. And when they start to have real feelings for you and heavily invest in you and they start to like you 10 times more, then you can have like a little bit of emotion. But when you're dating, emotions aren't involved with dating. Dating is a chance for you to see that man, if he's a provider, if he likes you, if he's going to do what it takes in order to want to be in some type of relationship with you. It's just a trial. You don't become emotionally invested in like driving a test car, You're just testing it. It's like, okay, this dude, let me see how he treats the waitress. Let me see what type of car he puts down when bill comes. Let me see how he dressed. Why would you become emotionally attached to somebody that's there trying to impress you to prove that they're good enough to be with you? If they're not doing the most and trying to impress you, investing into you, why are you becoming emotionally attached? That's my question. Y'all see a man and automatically thinks, oh, because he asked me out, I'm supposed to become emotionally attached to this person and love him and hold him and never let him go. No, ma'am. Thank you, Yaya Sprinkle Sprinkle. You're supposed to let them prove themselves to you as the type of man that you hope that they're going to be. They can't do it, they don't stay. They can't pay, they don't stay. They can't invest. No. Why are you becoming emotionally attached to someone who hasn't even proven themselves to you as a man? You said pick Misha behavior. Exactly. Take the emotion out of it. Let them prove themselves. It's like you hiring someone to work for your company, trying to become besties with them, and they can't do the job that you hired them to do. It's like they're costing you money now. They're wasting your time, but they're still on the payroll, but you're emotionally investing in them as the payroll. But you're emotionally attached to them because you have something in common with them, or you like the way that they make you feel or whatever. They're your bestie, but they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now you got to go out and find somebody else that's qualified. So if that person ain't qualified, then stop getting emotionally attached to them. Oh, you're okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're a goddess? Okay, girl. I am a goddess. I know that's right. I like that name. Follow the plan, not your mood. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make him obsessed and pay for you from the very beginning. That's when they're trying to impress you the most. So that's when you need the most, require the most, because that's when they're trying to impress you in the beginning. Okay, how to detach yourself from a man that you only sleep with, but now you're actually catching feelings. Ask him to pay some bills and see how disgusting you're going to feel when he tells you no. Okay, so if you've attached yourself to a man, you're only sleeping with him, ask him to pay some bills. You'll get detached real quick when he look at you crazy, because you know he ain't paying no bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You want to detach yourself real quick, ask for some money from a man who's getting it for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See if he's developed some feelings for you, because if he has, you will have his money. All right. A guy who was dating said no to buying boots for our date. Asked in a cute way. I blocked him. Thank you, Shira. He was 50, bald and short. The audacity. Girl, goodbye. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's going through his midlife crisis. He don't know he look like that, or he's that old yet. It hasn't hit him. You've helped the next woman, though, because the next time he goes out on a date with somebody way younger than him, he's going to know what he got to do. So thank you, ma'am, for paving the way for the next chick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said older uses buy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. Like he going to know next time what he got to do. Got to pay for them boots. Someone says, thank you, yeah. Okay. Thank you, girl, for helping the next chick. Oh, James, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He invited you to a breakfast date and asked when I'd be ready so he can plan. I replied, pick the time and I'll be ready. Is that right? Girl, he gonna have you up at 5 o'clock in the morning if he's super old. But I guess if he really likes you, he'll consider you. So he'll probably do a time that he thinks is best for you. So that's good. He said early bird special. Okay. Y'all, I got to go in a second. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for all of your super chats. I appreciate that. Thank y'all, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Ask some decent questions this time. Appreciate that. If y'all want to ask questions in private, the Patreon link is in the description bar. Join tier 2 and up, and y'all can message me there. I'm gonna message all you back tonight on the Patreon, so don't worry. And I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all, everybody who sent me the cash apps. Appreciate that too. If y'all are over here from TikTok, thank y'all for subscribing. Appreciate the new subscribers and my day ones. Hey, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where I don't understand some of these comments. Google Translate did not work on some of these. Okay. But thank y'all anyway. I'll see y'all soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm trying to hold on. My screen is not adjusted to where I can click off. Okay. I was stalling because I couldn't see the button. My screen was like expanded. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all soon.